Alright, everybody, Sci-Fighter here, and we're getting to get into some Star Wars Edge of the Empire. I am joined today by Todd Knopp, who's going to be our GM for this session, and Gil Boloff, who's going to be my fellow player. I'm actually playing today. How's it going, boys?
Yo.
Just Ducky. Well, excited. I haven't done this in a long time.
Ducky.
Ducky. Just Ducky.
I don't know if I've ever heard anybody explain anything like that before.
I've heard Ducky before, but usually
I've heard it, I think, on like TV and crap like that, but I don't think
What does that
anybody
even
in the
mean?
real world has ever said that.
Ducky.
Me?
Not for at least decades. I'm gonna go with decades.
Be kind to the GM. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
Lightsaber falls, everybody dies.
So, is there some story stuff that you would like to introduce first, or should we give a brief
No.
rundown of our characters?
No story.
Okay.
You don't get any story. Remember now,
No spoilers.
This is not an official episode. This is a Star Wars story, so there's no opening crawl or anything like that. We just, boom, right into it.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
on.
I'm totally good with that. I was just
But,
curious if there's anything you needed to put up front. But,
No.
okay. Well, I am
Oh,
playing
geez.
Slusk, a Trandoshan Marauder. And from what I can tell on my character sheet, I hit things
actually,
really
I guess
hard.
I could, before we jump into this, I guess I should at least say that this is a module that I did not write myself.
Oh, yes. Is
Stole it
this an
from-
official one, or is it
No,
fan-made?
this is from the D20 Radio Order 66 podcast. One of the GMs there, GM Chris, wrote this module, and I have attempted, this will be my third time to run it, and I have yet to successfully complete it. I'm hoping we're going to get through it.
Okay.
But honestly, that's all I really needed to say. So this is not my own
Hey, credit where credit is due.
machinations.
I think
Absolutely.
that's a good thing.
It's a
Good
fun
way to
module.
go.
There's all kinds of good stuff over there. In fact, until we get a campaign up and going, I'll be running many things stolen from D20 Radio, the Order 66 podcast. So
Yeah, I've listened to a number of their podcasts. They've got a lot of great information. I think they know what they're doing. It's a great reference or a source to steal things from.
I have listened to every single episode at least twice, some episodes more, depending on the topic. Good stuff. Anyways,
Okay.
all right. You were saying you were a smelly lizard? Right? I think that's-
Yes, I'm a scaly reptile. Trandoshan, for those that might be unaware, it's Bosk out of episode 5. He's the giant lizard. But I am Slusk, and I'm a marauder, and I have a vibro axe as well as my claws, and I hit things, and they probably oftentimes die from it. I'm just from reading my pre-generated character sheet.
Smash.
And we fly the Dark Raider, a YT-1300. So
Nice.
it's not the Falcon, but
It is.
it's gonna look. It looks like it, so that's enough.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Gil, who are you running? Oh, I also have a life debt to your character as well. I don't know if you saw that or not, or
Yep,
if that's
I did.
why, or if that's exactly why you picked it to boss me around. But
No, I picked him before
okay.
I read your character's background. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
I saw that
kind of
literally
interesting.
15 minutes ago, and I was like, oh, well.
Because I was like, hey, I wanted to be a Trandoshan close combat monster. That sounded cool. But you know what? I'll let you take first dibs, Jeff, and and then I'm like, okay, well, this guy sounds kind of cool. He's range combat-y. He's got a little bit of, not my typical character build. He's more standoffish, stealthy, and sneaky, adventurer type. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll go with Gar. So I'm running Garner Rell, and he is an explorer, scout class. He looks like he favors the range combat, and although they are his specialty from his class, he's not really trained in stealth. He gets that boost die for it though.
That helps.
And he is addicted to dangerous situations and exploration. But his ambition is wanderlust. So his addiction and his ambition kind of cycle into each other.
Yeah. That's actually kind of nice that they meet up. Otherwise, you're like trying to like shoehorn in this with that, and you're trying to figure out how it works together.
Yeah, so it's interesting how they're just gonna basically feed off each other, and he'll never be an even-keeled individual.
Yeah, I don't
Unless-
have training in a
it's
whole
like-
lot of different stuff, but if we need anybody intimidated, I got it.
Yeah, I'm packing a blaster carbine, a holdout blaster, and some brass knuckles in case it does get to close quarters hijinks for my guy. He's not very skilled in brawl, but he can. He's got one of the upgrade die in there for it.
Okay.
So he's got some in it.
All right.
Nice.
Before we go too far, I'm gonna roll this little white die a few times. I don't know if Todd wants to roll his own. He actually has official FFG dice, I think, right?
I do.
Okay, so I will roll for me and Gil here,
One for me.
and two. Well, that's. I'm gonna say that was Gil's.
Yep.
I don't want to
That
be
was
the detriment to the party. Oh man.
Yeah, that's what you get for rolling twice
No. Hey.
for yourself.
Well, no, I rolled for you too, so it's
You
just.
didn't roll for me. I didn't say I was rolling.
Well, it's
No,
the Destiny pool
you're
we
supposed
all.
to declare who's rolling before you cast the die.
I
and you
know,
didn't.
I know. I just didn't want to be blamed for it, but it was totally my roll, the first one. So, well, we're starting off with 4 dark side points for GM Todd here. So,
We-
Give me. Okay, the next thing that we're gonna do is hold on. I'm gonna roll the percentile die and see if anybody's obligation comes up. So, let's see. 41. Nope. None of your characters. Although if it had been a full party, somebody's would have come up. Anyways, all right.
all right,
So no obligation, unfortunately.
darn, less bad things.
Yeah, less bad things. Damn it. Oh well. Maybe I'll use a dark side point and just force it. All right. So I guess again, since this is a Star Wars story, we don't get the normal usual fanfare. It's just a black screen,
Boom.
and then all of a sudden it just pops up Dead Man's Hand, a Star Wars story, and boom, we're in it.
All right,
You guys are sitting in your YT 1300, the Dark Raider, cruising along through hyperspace, kind of reviewing your dossier that you received for this mission, which basically just states that 8 weeks ago, a series of violent attacks began on merchant ships in the Ara Belt. Most of these attacks have left no one alive, but one survivor was rescued before dying of his wounds in a medbay. With his dying words, he spoke of a ship with pirate markings that appeared out of thin air, and with no warning, destroyed their vessel with sustained turbo laser fire before vanishing as mysteriously as it appeared. In the past 4 weeks, however, the attacks have intensified in frequency and have left several survivors. These survivors have told similar tales of what they called a ghost ship appearing out of nowhere. They were also able to describe the markings of a silhouette of the vessel, and records indicate that their description fits the known markings and make of Dugan's Hand, a notorious pirate vessel that disappeared without a trace inside the Ara Belt almost 300 years ago. So, your fellow cohort, let me look up what her name is again. Nukuri Sandor, a Bothan, which is essentially somewhat of a anthropomorphized dog, wolf person, is sitting at the controls of the ship. But otherwise, you guys are free to roam about. You have a wide data bank full of stuff if you care to do any kind of research, or you can just sit back and wait for the ride to end at the Ara Belt.
well, I'll be cleaning my Vibrax, making sure it's nice and sharp, and just shoot those nice long strokes just sitting on my bunk. Actually, I'm probably sitting out in the little general quarters area where like the Dejark table and stuff are, unless that's a Falcon only thing. But I don't. We're gonna say we got one because
It's your ship. You tell me. Flip a Destiny point. Oh wait.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure you'll be utilizing them, and we'll get some in our favorite at some point.
Absolutely.
Okay. Mo Garner's gonna walk up to Sukri and assume, a very gallant stance, and just say, "Sukri, are the scanners picking anything up? What's the status so far?"
Nukri.
Is it Nukri?
Yeah,
Nukri.
I'm writing it
Nu-
down.
Okay.
So, no.
She just kind of looks at you and shrugs and says, "No, nothing on the scanners. Nothing seems to be unusual. But we might find out more when we get to the backroom space station. There, that's where everybody seems to be headed."
Copy that. I'm just gonna have a seat here next to my buddy.
All right. Well, if you guys are satisfied with where you're at right now, there's a familiar jolt as you exit hyperspace into the remote Ara system. In the distance, you see the infamous and vast asteroid belt stretching into the blackness past range of both your sensors and your eyes. Ahead of you is the unusual form of the only point of civilization in the system, the Back Room, a space station that appears to be built in and around a large asteroid towed out of the belt a very long time ago, but in this galaxy. Ancient flight bays carved into the surface are overtaken by large docking rings moored around the rock by several thin spokes. What you weren't expecting was the sudden blaring of comm traffic and sensor signals all about you. This remote station and system is beset with dozens of ships making their way towards the back room. Several in apparent queue for docking. A quick glance at the screen gives you pause. There's no way there's enough berth on this little station to dock all these ships.
Looks like we might be here for a while.
Fat chance. Nukri, punch it. Get us in front of that cube.
Punch it where? Oh, yeah, sure. Just let me cut off a whole bunch of people and get them all pissed off at me. Sounds like a good idea. That's a great way to make an entrance. How about we do this? Why don't we just call the station first? And, I mean, come on. Let's just see what we can do here.
I mean, we do have cannons on the ship, but that sounds like a reasonable thing to do.
Well, that's a little less fun, but sure, let's give it your try first.
Okay, so punches a few buttons and guy pops up and says, "What?"
Hey, we're looking for a spot to dock our rig in.
You and everybody else in this station, so what?
So we're actually in the system looking for this mysterious pirate vessel.
You and everybody else, so what?
I see.
What? I mean, come on. You know how this works.
Okay,
Oh.
name your price.
All right, sounds like a negotiation check. And the varying success will depend on the price. So, why don't you roll a negotiation check? Would be 2 purple and a red.
Negotiation would maybe charm or the.
Negotiation. I have
What are
actually
you better at?
2 yellows
There-
and green.
I mean, negotiation is an actual skill to roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
actually, you're
FPL
really good at
and green.
negotiation.
Although,
One's
I
going
mean,
down.
if you guys want to roll straight up negotiation, cool. If not, you tell me why you want to roll what you want to roll. So,
No, I just pulled up his character sheet. He's good at negotiation. No, I will
Okay.
cede to that.
well, should I give you your first light save point then? If he's good, nah, I can't. do that. All right, I'm gonna save it.
All right, so you're 2
So,
yellows
again-
and a green.
And
Yeah,
against
what's-
two purple and a red.
Purple, 1 red.
And roll it.
All right, here we go.
Bam.
A failure and a threat.
The guy just laughs and says, "My price? You can't afford my price." I'm gonna get in trouble. You understand? Listen, it's gonna be about 12 to 24 hours if you guys want to dock your ship. But there have been some entrepreneurially type people who have been running shuttle services. They charge a decent price. So they'll come out and get you. If you got somebody you can leave on your ship, they'll come and get you, bring you back onto the station. Want me to give you their number?
Sure.
He gives you their number. And so for a mere 40 credits, you too can find yourself on the back room.
Hooray. Not what I... Okay.
Well, and as you guys are thinking over this, the pilot, Nakuri, scratches her head and says, "Well, if you want, I mean, it looks like there's a little space for me to slip in there at the front of the line, but we just gotta be careful because there's a lot of people we could piss off. So you guys tell me.
I think we can pay for the shuttle service. As much as I don't like it, I don't think we're equipped to fight all these people out in space.
How many YT-1300s are around? We the only one, or is there a couple different ones?
Give me a perception check against 2 purple. Now give me a blue because you're going to be using the sensor array on the Dark Raider.
Perception's gonna be 2 green for me.
I
You
got,
can make
I
this
got
a
a
group.
yellow anyway, so
Yeah, no.
Okay, so yeah, if you're going to make it a group check, you do 1 green, 1 yellow. Add a blue die for the sensor array, and actually another one for the pilot because she's there too.
Another blue die.
alright,
Sweet.
here we go. 2 success and advantage.
There's 2 others.
And
You
the
easily spot 2 others.
okay, and the advantage is they're all just beat up freighters like ours. It's hard to tell the difference.
True. On site, it's definitely hard to tell the difference, but I mean, there's still the IFF codes and all that crap that come along with it. So if somebody wanted to, they could probably figure it out. But if you just look, yeah, it's all a piece of junk.
Yeah. I say let's take our chances. You agree?
All right.
I'm with you, boss.
Agree.
Let's-
She rolls her shoulder, cracks her knuckles, and like, all right, let's do this. And that is a yellow and 2 green.
I'm addicted to dangerous situations.
And I'm gonna say,
Yeah, but your obligation didn't come up. You don't have to worry about it too much.
I'm gonna say it's 2. The base difficulty is gonna be 2 purple, but there is a lot of traffic, so that's gonna be a setback die in there as well.
Can I
But,
assist?
I mean,
it's
it's-
piloting myself.
You could co-pilot. Sure, you could add a blue in there if you're going to co-pilot and help her spot. Because now, as you're looking at all this, there is a whole long line of ships. Her target window is very narrow. So why don't we just go ahead and spend one of those force points and up it to a red and a purple.
1 red, 1 purple, 1 black. The dark
Hit
side
it.
rainbow. And it works against us.
So as
Double
she
the
goes
damage.
to, she hits the throttle to go to gun it and go to cut in, and the line just moves.
For the 3 advantage, we get to the front of those other YTs at least.
Okay, so you're okay. So
So
with
we
3 advantages,
did
say
move
you're
a
looking
few
at,
spots ahead. We didn't get to the front, but we got
instead of
farther.
12 to 24, you're looking at 6 to 12 hours sitting out there. So you guys are more than welcome to sit and wait.
We're gonna sit and wait. Why not?
Okay,
I would rather have my hard junk.
you'd rather have your
Freighter.
40 credits.
Yeah, my junk freighter available for immediate liftoff. Should things
Okay,
get
well.
smooth.
That's fair. All right. Well, so screen wipe. Words come across the screen 6 hours later.
6 to 12 hours later. SpongeBob style.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. All right. Your entry ramp. Huh?
I was just wake up. What? Did we dock?
Yep.
We're there
yep,
yet.
Right. Your entry ramp winds as it slowly opens, exposing a busy docking bay. It's clear the station doesn't have the means to support much traffic. As you spot a pair of haggard-looking dock workers struggling to race about and connect tethers and perform refueling maintenance amidst a throng of loud travelers chatting with each other, excitedly exchanging greetings and gossip. So, I mean, as you go down, this place is a mess.
Not bad.
Although, looking at it, it looks like at some point it was fairly ordered and organized, but as you can tell, as this just massive mounds of traffic and stuff, the place is just there's stuff piled everywhere. There's people crammed in there. If there's a place where something will fit, something's stuck there. I mean, the ships are almost touching, right? Yeah, I mean, they got little rubber bumpers on them to keep them. They're packed in there. It's a 6-stall. They got 8 ships in there, so it's packed tight. Bustle and hustle and everything's moving around. It's pretty noisy. But You're here. You made it. You're on the back room. Congratulations.
Fantastic.
And as you guys head out, Nokiri just shouts, "He's like, I'm staying at the ship, keeping her ready. Call me if you need me."
Sure, that's just what I was gonna suggest.
Well, where to, Garner? We need to find some information.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. So, to the cantina.
Okay. Do you know the way to the cantina?
I do not.
There's a big old sign that says cantina this way.
Okay, that makes sense.
Neon flashing, and Garner's
Why not
like,
I
How
knew,
do we-
I knew my
where do you
my
think it's at?
explorer's intuition would pay off in an easy way to the cantina.
Why don't you give me first just a general perception check, just to see what you can see? 2 purples and a black.
all right, I'll handle this. 2 purples and a black, and no boost.
And yeah.
Wash, so failure, but 1 advantage.
Okay, well, as you're walking through, you see, your typical ships. You're looking around. There's treasure hunter. The type of riffraff you'd expect to be on the ship. But out in the corner, kind of tucked away, you see this small little shuttle with the big old logo that says INN painted on it, and which is, of course, the Imperial News Network. So as you're leaving, you spot that.
I'm getting thirsty, and the sign says it's over here.
With that, okay, again, you guys hustle off to the Freefall Cantina. The Freefall Cantina is like no place you have ever been. You can immediately see where it got its name. The Cantina's grav generators appear to only be partially functional, whereas another owner might have had them fixed. The current owner seems to have incorporated them into the theme of the place. A comically fat and grubby bartender smiles enthusiastically as he fills a high-lipped mug and flicks his wrist and smoothly propels it with a single bounce 3 meters down the bar to a waiting patron, while dozens of thirsty spacers hop lightly on the balls of their feet in a rarefied gravity, jostling to order drinks. The place is packed, except for a disused dance floor that speaks of a former life in this drinking hole. Scores of fringers and other riffraff laugh raucously and conduct shadow trade in plain sight. While intensity blooms around a pair of sabacc tables which sit at the center of the establishment, but not far from a series of weapon lockers overseen by an armed but lonely bouncer at the front door. He looks at you briefly, and he looks at you again, Slusk, and then eyes you one more time. And then points to a sign written in Arabic and Huttese that says, "All patrons are required to check their weapons, no exceptions. Please enjoy yourself."
I mean, I got my claws, and I don't think I'm hiding an axe anywhere.
I mean, I'm not going to tell you no.
So I will.
Yeah,
I will
I'll
stow
stow my
mine.
blaster and my. No, actually,
Your holdout's pretty
blaster-
small. You might
Yeah,
be
it's
able.
pretty small. I'll keep my holdout blaster on
Yeah,
me,
but-
but I'll stow my carbine.
All right. But you're stowing all your stuff, Jeff? Or excuse me, Slusk.
Yeah, I'll throw my vibro axe in the locker.
Okay. You walk over, throw it in there, get your coat check tag for your weapons locker. And then you're storing your carbine.
Love to live in this universe, man.
Okay. All right. But so as you walk up to the locker, I'm assuming you're going to try to stash your pistol there. So why don't you give me a stealth check with a green and a red? Because that bouncer...
A green
though
and a
he's
red? You're
alone-
giving him extra green?
Sorry, not a green and a red, a purple and a red. I
Okay.
printed my
tried.
module out
Gonna
in
be
grayscale.
3 greens and a blue.
3 greens and a blue. No yellow. Okay. We have 1 lonely force point, if we so choose.
You want me to?
Rolling. Hey!
How about that? So
First
You
catch
walk
of the
by-
day.
the bouncer, he just kind of gives you a quick eye, gives you a scan, he waves you in. He doesn't obviously see anything amiss. And so, again, you step in. It's, despite its charm of being low gravity, it's pretty much like any other cantina you've really been to. Packed. gambling everywhere, shady deals in every corner. But there you are. So what would you like to do?
I head up over to the bar. Order
well,
myself
again,
some whiskey.
the bar is packed with patrons and stuff, so you'd have to either force your way up or
Yeah, I'll force my
kind
way
of
up. I'm going to the front.
big old, okay. You're just a big old Trandoshan, just shoving people out of the way.
Yep. What are we looking
And then
for?
people, jostle a couple people. They turn around and be like, "Hey!" And then they look at you, and then they just kind of step off to the side.
I just snarl.
Okay. Again,
My friend
Big old-
doesn't like you. I don't like you.
big, huge, fat guy comes. I mean, this guy is enormous. Probably one of the reasons why he never fixed the grab generators is so he can get around easier. He comes waddling over. He's grease stained from head to toe.
He
but
human
his
or-
apron, human.
Okay.
Yep. But he's grease stained head to toe. But his apron, for some reason, is spotless. It's kind of weird. But so he comes waddling over. He says, "Oh, what'll it be, friend?"
Corellian whiskey.
Oh, the good stuff. 10 credits. Pay in advance. No tabs.
I put 10 credits down.
He makes them disappear, and then shortly thereafter, you have yourself a nice, tall, delicious Carillion whiskey. 12-year. How is it?
Oh, it's delicious. I look at him as he brings it over, and so who might have information around this place?
Well, friend, this is a cantina. Everybody has information. You're going to have to be a little more specific than that.
People looking for the Dugan's hand.
Oh, everybody's here looking for the Dugan's hand. There's all kinds of people in here. Pretty much anybody would have information for you. So why don't you now give me... Actually, if you're just trying to survey the scene, get a little information out of him, or are you just trying to find out from him who might have information?
Yeah, seeing who we might go to talk to first. It's a
Okay.
bar full of people. Obviously, some may have been here longer than others, or
That's very true. So you can give me a streetwise check, I think, for that. Or if you're feeling really frisky, maybe a charm check or something. So I'll let you decide how you plan on trying to get this information out of him.
it's probably not smart to coerce him, but is what I'm good at.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You tell me.
I look at him and I go, surely there's people here that are more worth talking to than others, and I believe we're becoming fast friends. I'd hate for that to change.
You trying to charm him?
No, I said I'd hate for
Oh.
that to change. That's where the threat came in. Yeah, listen to the whole thing.
Got it. Sorry. I'm all right. Well, so if you're trying to coerce the poor man,
Oh, I am.
well, why don't, if you're going to coerce him, I mean, he is kind of a large man, overly large, in fact, so why don't you give me 2 purple for that, if you're just trying to,
All right.
and actually, make that a purple and a red, and spend one of those destiny points there.
Can do.
This is a dangerous situation here that you could find yourself in.
And when I'm saying my line, I kind of wiggle my fingers, which have my claws on them, just showing him that I might have checked my weapon, but I'm not totally unarmed for a boost.
Okay.
Do you want to spend one of our destiny points?
I think I got it.
Okay.
All right, going for it. Boom. Oh well, kind of boom. Kind of
Okay,
boom.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just grab that despair, put it in my pocket, leave it there.
For
So-
the 3 advantage, he doesn't just point out a few individuals. Like, he knows the guy. Like, if anybody I'm wanting to talk to anybody, I want to talk to that guy or girl.
Okay.
Or
well,
alien.
As you're sitting there wiggling your claws and stuff at him, his eyes get really big, and he's like, "Look, man, I don't want no trouble. I'm just here trying to make a living." He's like, "But yeah, I kind of have all the information that you need, man. So just okay." It's like He pulls out a data pad and just hands it to you. And he's like, "Look,
like I
don't want
said,
no trouble.
We're becoming fast friends."
Yep. So, as you're grabbing the data pad there out of his hands and stuff.
Take my drink in one hand, take the data pad in the other, and I hand it to Garner.
So, grab the data pad, and as that happens, you hear.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
No, I say Garner's going to be trying to chat it up with one of the lady folk nearby.
Well, so you take the data pad, turn to wander off, and standing right in front of you is a Twi'lek, and right behind him is a heavily armored guy just standing there right next to you. And he goes, "Where are you going with my data pad, friend?" And I'm gonna just take that despair there and with that.
What data pad?
I don't have no data pad.
He looks at
Crazy.
you and smiles, and you can see his pointed teeth, and he says, "Well, if you're going to try to weasel your way out of this, before you use a line like that, you might want to put it in your pocket before you say what data pad."
Oh, this? I didn't even know it was a data pad. I thought it was... Oh, well, it just magically appeared in my hand.
And he kind of puffs up his chest and opens up his duster and puts his hands on his hips, and you can see the handle of a blaster pistol sticking out of it, and he says, "I'll be taking my data pad now, if you don't
Quick
mind."
draw and fire. On shot first. I'm going to shoot first.
Okay.
Taking my lead from somebody else. I'm sure this
Okay.
won't have any negative impact on our stay here at the station.
So, absolutely not. So, I'm thinking then what this will be is you're going to give me a cool check, because this is kind of a quick draw scenario where you're just trying to gun somebody down.
Well, I have the ability to quick draw. It is one
You
of my
do.
skills. Yep.
You do. Are you trying to actually shoot him and do damage to him?
I'll just put the gun in my hand and put it up against his forehead.
Okay. Then
Let's see.
that's
I think not.
okay. So I think at that point, let's just go ahead and roll initiative. And Gil, I will definitely give you. You'll be able to do a free round since you have a blaster to this guy's head.
Alright, I'm rolling mine. 2 green, 1 success.
What's initiative again? Is that agility?
No, it's cool. Cool is if you're like ready for something to happen, and vigilance is if you're not.
Yeah. Did you roll a vigilance there, Slusk?
No, I rolled cool.
Is your vigilance the same?
No, vigilance is better.
Roll your vigilance because you're not ready for this.
Okay. I wasn't sure how ready we were since he kind of
Well-
drew first, and I imagine we're kind of at the same.
All right, roll
Mentality.
Roll the worst one. Roll the worst one. That's
I'll
okay.
roll it. So we're gonna
Okay.
come up with 2 successes and an advantage when I add this to my last one.
3 green for me for my cool.
Okay. Yep. So let's go ahead and give me your
3
cool since
green.
you're definitely ready.
Okay, 3
3
advantage.
green.
Oh, 3
I need,
green.
you need
There's
yeah.
one more. 3 advantage plus another advantage, 4 advantage.
4 advantage. Okay, and then why don't you give me a where is it? We're gonna make that a vigilance. So 1 green, 1 yellow.
3 successes. I
3
guess
successes.
he's going first.
So yeah,
I would
and
go-
then
I'm the one who's initiating.
Well, yeah,
And then-
you get the free
Oh,
no,
I
round.
get
you, yeah.
As far
you
as
get a
turn-
free.
This is all turn order.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then also give me a yellow.
1 yellow.
because of it for his bodyguard.
1 success and a triumph, which in this case just counts.
Yeah. All right. So it's going to be NPC, right? Because you rolled 1 success and a bunch of advantage.
Yeah.
I rolled a total of 2 success and.
Okay, so then it will
I
be
just rolled an
PC.
advantage.
Then it'll be NPC, and then it will be PC. But again, since you quick draw and have your gun out, Gil, I'm going to go ahead and give you the turn.
All right.
Okay.
What are you doing
So-
first? Imagine you're just gonna pull the trigger.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna move for his gun. I'm gonna pull the trigger. I'm gonna shoot him.
All right. Well, I'm going to say this is engaged. You're
Spit.
engaged. You are engaged range. So
Yep.
go ahead and give me that roll.
What are we looking for here?
It should be-
light, so 3 green,
Range light. Yeah, 3 green for me.
and
then
what's
engage.
engaged? 2 purple.
Engaged should be 2 purple and a setback, actually, because using ranged weapons in engaged is actually a little bit harder than using engaged weapons in engaged.
Okay, so 2 purple, 1 black, rolling it. Any boost or anything for the surprise factor?
And
No, it's the fact that he's going even before
Okay,
the
Give me a
first guy
destiny
is.
point.
what's that?
give me a destiny point. Oh, it's fine one.
Flipping one. I'm in agreement. 2 and a
hold
yellow.
on, oh, okay. And so upgrade the attack by 2, which means that it's actually 2 red because of the since you're attacking the big bad guy here.
The big bad guy.
Well, as you pull your gun and you stick it in his head, you recognize this guy. You've run into him many, many times before. The guy's name is Beloshi. He's, in fact, scooped some of your score before, and so you guys have a very long history with him.
Ooh. Okay.
But you're just now kind of realizing this as everything is sort of coalescing into this. Your brain is starting to catch up with your actions, and you realize that it's, in fact, the same guy that you deal with all the time. In fact, you're not even really surprised that it's him. You see him so much. You're just like, of course it's you. So, all right.
All right, so 2 red and a black.
2 red and a black.
Okay.
This guy ain't no joke.
2 success, but 3 threat. But shot him. Shot good.
You did shoot him. So, what is your damage?
Damage 5.
+1 for the extra success.
No, it's plus each success, so that's actually 7.
Oh,
Each
there you go.
success adds 1.
It's true. I remember that now.
So
you
use that-
you really almost never do your base damage if you hit.
you never do the base damage. They tested this. Excuse me. Yeah, they tested it and made it to where that they adjusted all of the damage for that. But anyways, okay. So let's see. He is at. Oh, well, I just do this. He is at that amount of damage. Okay. And so you put the gun to his head. You pull the trigger. You don't obviously kill him outright. He starts to move. And you clip him square in the chest, get a good solid shot on him, but you don't outright kill him. And then as you're pulling the trigger a couple shots, you hear this click, 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 and for whatever reason your power pack drained, and that's the free threat.
I
So
told
I'm
you
not
to
gonna-
charge that thing.
Well, I have, of course, this is a pre-gen. I'm not going to have a power pack. Nope. Sweet. I got a useless holdout blaster.
You can hit him with it.
Well, I wish I could say I feel bad, but I don't. You just tried to cold blood murder a guy, so
Cold blood. He threatened me.
Yeah,
To
all
be
right.
fair, I get
So,
threatened all the time at
Hawk-
work.
PC Hana's a cold-blooded killer.
He's not a kill. Hey, you're not. It's called being left of bang. You don't
Okay.
have to wait for someone to actually try to kill you for you to kill them first.
So I guess now after things calm down. I should probably lay out the scene for you guys.
Things are calm. Is it over?
After I shot.
No.
Okay.
As the initial flurry of stuff, I need to give you the map.
Okay.
Basically. So
Okay.
you guys came in from the northeast corner of it, and then there's just tables scattered all around it, and then in the northwest corner is where the empty dance floor is, and there's a DJ booth up there. The southeast corner is the bar, so which you guys are pretty much standing right there. And then there's a private booth off into the southwest corner. But again, so your weapons, if you need your blaster carbine, is about medium range from you, because that's about the size of it. It's almost a square, medium by medium.
Mm-hmm.
So now Beloshi is going to go ahead and whip out his pistol and take a shot back at you, since you were so kind as to try to blast him in the face, which is going to be 2 green and a yellow. And again, this is engaged range, so that would be 2 purple and a black.
2 green,
Unless you have any
1
talents
yellow,
or defense or
black.
anything like that.
He's shooting at.
No.
This is the main guy shooting at. Back at.
Yep, he's just shooting right back at him.
All right.
I do not.
Rolling it.
That was-
Well, at least I won't have to serve my life debt very long.
So that's he has a blaster pistol, so that's 7 damage plus 4. So that would be what, 11?
Okay. I have a soak value of 4, so that's going to go to his base damage.
Yikes.
But I will give him use the threat to give him a strain, because this is a very intense, very fast firefight. So he definitely will have a strain. We'll give him that one. And next is APC. So either one of you could go, because this is Gil got his free maneuver.
Unless you want to like dive for cover or something.
I'll let
I
you
can
go.
Okay.
Go. Rip his head off.
Oh yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna go for. I got my claws out and I just kind of like full on just lunge at him.
All right. Well, give me a melee check.
brawl.
Upgrade.
For
Yep.
claws. And for engaged, what's the difficulty for engaged? Because I mean it's
It's
a brawl, so it shouldn't be.
no,
a
there.
bad thing.
It's I think it's 1. Hold on. Crap. Wow, I can't believe I can't remember this. I don't have my cheat sheets and stuff up either.
And I didn't grab him handy because I wasn't gymming.
I know. I am. All right. What the? Well, this is embarrassing.
You want me just to roll 1 purple and go with it while we wait?
Yep. Roll 1. Go with it.
I'm gonna go ahead and...
Make it a red, because he upgrades. Oh, because of his adversary talent, he upgrades it. So that make that actually a purple and a red.
1 purple, 1 red.
1 purple, 1 red.
So is it actually 2 for engage range with brawl?
No, it is not. Engaged is 1 purple.
1 purple. So if he upgrades it, then it would just go from a purple to a red.
He upgrades it twice, so it adds a purple.
Okay. All right. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and spend our last dark side or light side pip, and I'm gonna upgrade 1. All right, going for his face. I'm just 3 success and 3 advantage. Let's see. My claws can do things with advantage. Let me look at what I got here.
Could pop open, especially the one with the gun in it. That'd be great.
Yeah, I went for the guy with. I went for Beloshi. So I'm doing 6 damage plus 3, so 9. And I'm going to spend my advantage on... crit plus 10%.
Ooh. All right. Let's just see. Ooh, 79. So that makes it an 89.
Just 10%, not 10 straight to the roll. I mean, it has a percentage marker on this sheet, so I'm guessing
That's
it's
what
not
it-
just plus 10.
It's plus 10.
Oh, okay.
Because, I mean, how else are you going to do it?
have a typo.
'Cause,
It makes
so,
much more sense to have a straight number. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you roll a percentile die is what they call it. So you add 10%
oh,
to your percentile die roll. Because technically you roll 79%, which is now 89% because you added 10.
Okay.
So he is compromised, increasing the difficulty of all skill checks by 1 until the end of the encounter. So tell me, Mr. Slusk, how do you attack this guy so badly that you not incapacitate him? What's the word I'm looking for? But you maim him, make it harder for him to do
well,
stuff. What does this look like?
Maim is probably a little strong. I didn't dismember or anything, but does he have armor or anything? Like what's
no.
he wearing?
I mean, he has some heavy clothes, that kind of stuff.
Okay,
but he
so
doesn't have-
I just go for the weak points where he's at, like joints and things, and I just like one across his chest and then one down a major limb, probably his gun arm.
Yeah, so as he's sitting there with his gun arm up and stuff, you come slicing down and you catch him right here, and you just see this gout of blood just go out of here, and his arm just kind of falls limp, and he grabs his shoulder, and he's like, "Ah, you son of a... ah!" Damn, son. All right, we have a PC up next. And so he is obviously rather upset now because you've been ripping holes in his...
Yeah, he's not a great
Boss.
bodyguard so far.
No, he's really not. He isn't. Okay, so what I would like you to do then is roll me a 2 green, 1 yellow. As he leaps in at you, and he's got a vibro knife raised, and he's just coming in hard. And that's going to be, again, 1 purple, because they were all standing right there.
Okay, I add a setback because I have melee defense.
Yep, okay. Where does that come from?
I assume
Is it skill, or
it's
is it
my-
armor?
armored clothing.
Okay.
So it's just some regular clothing, but certain pieces of armor around.
It's a little extra thick.
Yeah, elbow pads and whatnot, I guess. All right, roll it. Yaha! Well, that's a thing that happened.
So he comes in. He only does 4 damage to you.
I have a soak of 5,
So he comes in
and he cuts right across, like there's a chest plate on my armor, and he just slices right across, and I just look down.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna spend that triumph on a crit here because critting is fun. Aw, boo! Not nearly as. Okay, let's see what happens here. Yeah. So that's exactly. He cuts across to you, and it doesn't fall off completely, but it kind of flops down and kind of gets in your way a little bit, and so you can only act during the last allied initiative slot on your next turn, because you're kind of, he slices up your clothes, and so you're trying to untangle yourself. You're taking your claws, you're ripping off the extra and freeing yourself from it. So, all right. Well, that was an unexciting crit roll. I'm glad I wasted it on that.
I'm glad you did too. Could have been worse.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. Okay, Garner, what are you doing?
Let's see. I'm going to.
You want to get back? Do you want to just kind of try to finish the guy off?
Does Mr. What's his face, Twillick? Does he still look like he's a threat? Still look he's willing to
I mean,
fight?
after
There's
the
blood.
mauling after the mauling that Slusk gave him, he's looking worse for wear.
Yeah.
But he is still angry and giving you the stink eye. One Leku is kind of dangling.
Okay.
It's
Well-
partly sliced, but he's mad.
I'm gonna drop my pistol and quick draw my brass knuckles and deck him across the face, or attempt to at least.
All right, so give me that roll, and again, that's going to be against, because he is in fact he's a skilled tough guy, so it's still going to be a purple and a red.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a yellow and a green for me.
Yellow and a green. Here we go. Ooh, nice. You got him.
Whoa!
Popped him in the mouth.
What's the damage?
It's gonna be 3.
So 3, 6.
Yep.
6 total.
So that's 3. Yeah. So you deck him across the face, and he actually falls into you. Like as he's stumbling, he falls into you and knocks you down.
Oh, that's awkward.
So
And that's how I'm-
are they both prone then?
No, that's how I'm spinning the.
Yeah.
So as you just smack him across the face, and he's losing his balance, and he is like, you can tell that this man is hanging on by a thread. He looks like Rocky after he's fighting Dolph Lundgren there. I mean, he's just. All right, and with all of this crazy stuff going on, you can tell the cantina has just cleared out and stuff. But you hear this, "Hey, stop fighting in the bar!" And you look over, and you see the bouncer holding a blaster rifle in your guys' direction. He says, "Everybody stop now!" And do you guys respond at all, or do you ignore him?
Well, I'm on the ground, so I'm just putting my hands out.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
your voice box is still working.
yeah.
I said
yeah,
he started
let's-
it, and I start pointing at him.
Yeah.
I saw the thing.
Well, if you saw the whole thing, then you know that he drew first.
Did he or did he not? Is he just lying? I don't know. You guys. So what do you got? How do you guys respond to him?
To the bouncer.
Yeah. What do you? He's hailing you guys, telling you guys to stop.
I'm like, do I look like I'm armed? I'm like waving my hands. I'm like, do I look like I'm armed? He's the one with the gun, and he's the one with the knife.
Well, and then the bartender says, "Throw him! Go get him! Arrest him! Throw him in jail! This guy pulled the gun on him and blasted the Twi'lek in the face." He points to you. So unless you're going to try to weasel your way out of this with some sort of roll, which I might let you try, bouncer's coming after you guys.
You want to negotiate something here? I mean, I can try to coerce him.
I'm gonna. Let me see. I don't know exactly the most. Yeah, you know what? How about Yeah, I'm gonna negotiate.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to negotiate. I'm gonna be like, well, I'll have you know, bouncer, that you failed at your job so poorly. I'm gonna drag you through the thickest courts at Coruscant. I have 15 lawyers on retainer, and they're the best. I'm gonna sue you into oblivion.
That sounds more like a coercion than a negotiation.
Well,
Which is fine. He lets out this big old belly laugh. It says, "Coruscant, we're in the ass end of space, idiot. Core doesn't reach out here. I am the law on this station in this bar." So, why don't you tell me what your negotiation, or your coercion skills are?
no, I'm trying to negotiate.
That's not a
Uh,
negotiation.
Negotiation is more of a
threatened him.
deal.
Yeah, you straight up threatened him. So, what's your coercion?
I'll step up to him to Garner's side and just like
I'll let my
I'd snarl, and I'm just like, I'll take him out of the bar, but you'll leave us alone. Deal with those two. They brought this on themselves anyway.
The bouncer's like, I just can't let you go. You snuck a blaster into the bar. You flat out tried to murder a man. I can't just let you walk out of here.
Those are tall accusations.
I'm
Better have some
walking out
evidence to
unless
back
you're
those.
going to do something about it.
So now are you coercing?
I'll coerce.
Okay. So make it against. We're going to go ahead and do 2 purple, but he is medium range from you, and he has a blaster carbine, so you lose a little bit of your intimidation. So go ahead and throw a black die in there just for the distance. He can thinks he's confident he can gun you down pretty easy, and just go ahead and change one of those purples to a red because this is a whole mess. And go ahead and flip one of those destiny pool points there.
I thought you might do that.
I mean, I got 4 to spend, so why the hell not?
See,
All
isn't
right.
being a GM fun?
Oh, I
All
love
right.
it.
Rolling it. Got him.
Two threat. Jeez, I don't know how to spend the 2 threat. Despite you being a tough badass and stuff, you still recognize at least that you would have a long distance to cover in order to take him down. So you're a little bit stressed out. So you're just going to take 2 strain.
Okay.
But the bartender, again, having sufficiently cowed him earlier, just says, "Just get out of my bar now."
Okay.
I look back at him. I'm like, "You got it, friend." Referencing
And then-
our earlier conversation.
He grabs the remainder of your whiskey, pulls it off the counter, pours it back into the bottle.
Of course. I'll go to the weapon locker and retrieve my carbine.
And as the whole time the bodyguard the bouncer is making sure there's always cover between him and you guys. He's kind of walking around, keeping his carbine trained on you guys as you're walking through.
I grab my axe and just kind of like tip it in his direction, kind of
Yeah.
salute
And I
style,
yell
but
at him, "You're a terrible bouncer. Those 2 got weapons in." And I walk away.
they did the same thing. They just lost.
All right. Well, what's next?
What's
You guys
that
are-
data?
you guys have
What's that data pad
successfully-
say anyway, Garner?
Let's head to the ship and get the heck out of here before more stuff happens.
All right. So you guys hustle your way onto the ship, climb back on. God, what the hell's her name now again? Noriki?
Nukri.
Nukri. Nukri, as she hears you guys come aboard, she's like, "What the hell happened? The radios have been going nuts about some sort of bar fight, a Trandoshan involved. I mean, not really many people that could be.
You know who it was.
What the hell happened?"
Well, we ran into, our soulmate.
Belushi, that bastard. He shows up every. I swear he has a tracker on this ship. We need to check it again. He shows up everywhere we go.
No. Perhaps it is fate.
It's all right. We put him in his place.
Again? It worked so well last time.
Yeah, well. Hopefully this time he'll
He'll
get the
be needing to visit a back to tank before he messes with us again.
Okay. So, what are we doing here, guys? Please tell me you just didn't go start a bar fight and leave.
And I'm going to throw the data pad on the table and ask Nukri to check it over while I nurse my wound and shoot myself up with a stim pack.
She looks at it and she's like, "What is this?"
It's supposed to be the information that we were looking for. I don't know.
All right. Well, I guess let me just plug it in and see what the computer comes up with. And I was not anticipating you guys to get this far, so give me just 1 second here.
How did you get the data pad anyway, Slosk?
I have a charming demeanor about myself.
Oh, yeah.
Nokri just is. Oh wait, you're serious, right? Okay, so I'm gonna need a computers check. Is anybody gonna help her out with this, or are you just gonna kind of leave her on her own?
My computer's is 2 greens.
Yeah,
and
I'm
great.
not helping anybody with anything technological.
How much do Stimpaks recover?
Well, why? Let's see. Give her. I'm sorry. What?
How many wounds does Stimpaks recover? I forget.
The first impact is 5. The second one is 4. The next one is 3, 2, 1, and then after 24 hours it resets.
Roger. So I'm down 1 Stimpak, which is my only Stimpak.
All right. And then for those of you, Slusk, who.
Wait, I don't have a Stimpak. I lied. I thought I had
Well,
one.
Well,
No,
Yeah,
I was gonna say I've got some.
I was gonna say you're on your ship. You come up with one, and I'm assuming you just left your blaster pistol there. You didn't try to scoop it up as you went.
Well, he put it away when he.
Didn't he drop it?
Yeah, I dropped it. And I didn't.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I
pick it
thought
up.
you like
Okay.
shoved it back in the holster or something.
No, I just
All right.
dropped. It was useless. It was garbage.
So
I'm not buying another pack. Just get another gun.
I do New York reloads. Just pull out the gun.
Hey man, it
Matrix
works, right?
style.
Okay.
Just drop it.
So we're gonna make a computers check here. So it's gonna be 2 green, and I'm gonna give it a blue. Because she has it hooked up to the computer, and the computer is kind of has a myriad of programs and stuff it can run to kind of help sift through the data and all that.
Really? She's only 2 greens? Oh, I thought
She's
said
only
that.
2 green. She's a pilot.
Well, yeah. So,
Unless somebody wants to help her, we might be able to get a second blue out there.
yeah, I'll try to help her out.
All right.
Fill in more
It's
prod.
gonna
I got some
it's going
drugs
to
in me.
be 1 purple, 1 red, and 1 black.
So-
Just because she doesn't really know what kind of data she's been given, she just has data, so she's not exactly sure what she's going to find. So it's a little more challenging to sort through.
2 blues.
Yes, 2 blue.
2 blues.
And
One for the computer system, and you guys are on your kind of your home base ship with all of the fancy computer packages and
Okay.
that kind of stuff you have.
And
And then
we can use the Destiny point to downgrade a check, right? Not just upgrade. Isn't that something you can
Sure.
do with it?
yeah,
sure.
One-
Honestly,
wanted
I
to
don't
say
know,
that.
but that
I believe that's an
Sounds
option.
reasonable. sounds reasonable.
If you
I'm
can-
going to spend 1 to upgrade
Well,
a check.
then I guess that was all for naught anyway.
wait, there's one more purple. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I had to click every.
It's a watch.
Click all the buttons. I know. Well, I guess at least we still have 1 light side point at the end of all of it. Here we go. The dice have spoken.
Indeed, they have. All right, so let me look here and see.
What does it say?
It says, "Get a breath mint, you smelly lizard. Back off. Give me some space." So she plugs it in, and it runs, and it doesn't take a while, but 20, 30 minutes to kind of crunch all the data on there and take a look at it. And what you learn is that there are 2 separate pattern attacks for these pirate attacks. So it's not. It looks like it's just kind of one cohesive pattern. It's 2 totally distinct methods going on that you're looking. And 4 weeks ago, that new pattern emerged. Is when you started seeing it. The attacks began happening all over the belt in a seemingly random fashion, and the attackers left. After the 4 weeks, the attackers left most ships intact with many survivors, boarding to steal cargo and then depart. But when the attacks first started, there were no survivors except for the one man who shared his story. The ships were completely destroyed, and the sensor data from the backroom's array shows that all of these attacks occurred well inside the Ara asteroid belt. So that's kind of your general success, but the advantage, gave you a little more. Is you guys have this is kind of your thing, so you do have a pretty decent computer system. It's able to.
The advantage is there's contact information for one of the surviving ships.
Okay. Yeah. So there is one survivor from the guy from the first attacks.
Is there any commonality of like type of ship that's been attacked? Are they all cargo ships?
It's
Salute.
Thanks.
so the ship kind of has the same silhouette and the same profile. From that you can tell it's not the sensor data isn't exact, but it's appears to be the same ship. And based off of the eyewitness accounts, the markings and the ship, the size of the ship, the model does all seem to be just this one Dugan's Hand ship.
Right. No, I was talking about the victims. Are they all particular class of ships?
Oh,
Are they
no.
operators?
Nope. But let me see here. So, yep, you do get you find the contact of the survivor, so you can try to ring him up. Yep, there's that. So let me see. The two attack patterns share even more differences. The one short-lived survivor of the first attack was able to give a detailed description of the ship's silhouette, and this is completely. Oh, sorry, excuse me. This is a completely different description than the multiple survivors of the second attack pattern give. So again, the first 4 weeks, you're getting one account. The second one, you're getting a totally complete different ship.
Sounds like a copycat.
Yeah, so that's the information that you get. So do you want to try to track down this or get a hold of this survivor?
Yeah, I think we would want to call them and try to see if they have information to give us to go hunt them down.
Yeah, all right. So, well, I'll let you. I mean, you have his contact information. So, do you want to just reach out to him, or do you want to try to find him?
No, we just kind of call him, I would assume.
Okay. So he answers it. Hello? Hello?
Hey.
Who is this?
This is the Dark Raider. We're after
Hey,
the
I'm-
Dugan's Hand, and we understand you might have some information about how they might be staging their attacks.
There's a long pause, almost the point to where you kind of think that he might have actually hung up, but then he's like, voice is all sounding shaky and stuff as he's starting to recall the attacks. He's like, "Look, I don't know much, but the one attack that I did, I got a good look at the ship, and it's definitely an Incom X4 gunship, which is a recently produced model of a gunboat." He was like, as far as patterns, he's like, I don't know, man. I don't know anything else. I just remember that it just came out of nowhere. It hit our ship hard and fast, and that was it, man.
What did they take? What were they after? They obviously left you alive.
I don't know, man. It was all it happened so fast. I mean, they came in, they came out of nowhere. They attacked our ship. Then half the crew was dead, and then they left.
So they boarded you?
The crew. No, man, that's the weirdest thing. It wasn't like they just showed up out of nowhere. They tried to shoot us down, and then as we started to limp away, they just let us go and they left. The ship just disappeared.
And this took place in the, what was it, the Roz
The
asteroid belt or
The
something?
Ra belt. So I will say, hold on, let me say, because I did give you some specific information on this. So, the original attacks happened well inside the Ra asteroid belt, but then after 4 weeks, it started happening all over the belt. So it was one isolated area deep inside the belt. Excuse me. And then after 4 weeks, started happening everywhere.
Sounds to me if they're not after something, then they're protecting something.
Naruki kind of looks at you and he's like, that's actually pretty smart. I'm surprised that you thought of that all on your own.
The two accounts differ so much. So either they added on a different crew, or there's a copycat out there trying to capitalize on the reputation of the first.
Well,
Strange
very
cat.
few species live 300 years.
Yeah.
I say let's set a course and find out what's out there.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna need a piloting check for that.
That will be all Nukri.
It will be. It is
No,
one
you can-
yellow, 2 green.
1 yellow, 2 green.
Co-pilot for boost.
Against, sure, co-pilot for a boost. So that would be against 2 purple, and go ahead and spend one of those points and make it a red. As well, sorry, 2 purple and a red.
2 purple and red.
Yes.
And spin a point. Alright, here we go.
Yep. 2 purple and a red.
And I thought I clicked the red. I apparently clicked the red off.
You did.
Well, here, let me just roll the red. So we got 1 success, 2 advantage, and I'll just roll a red and we'll add it to it. Threat. So 1 success, 1 advantage.
Okay. Well, now what do you guys want to spend your advantage on?
Just a boost for like checking sensors and stuff when we get there.
Okay, that's fair. In
Hope-
fact,
Let's see if there's
Jeez.
anything that's coming out after us.
as she's flying closer and closer to where at least the original attack pattern and stuff seemed to emerge, and it's getting closer, and the sensors and stuff start acting more and more erratic. They're acting a little weird. Things aren't quite seeming right. The computer's doing kind of weird things. So why don't there's nobody here good at computers, right?
Nope.
All right. Oh, and you know what? Do you guys have the Raiders?
I have the stat sheet printed out.
Okay. So is there
What?
anything about sensors and stuff on it? Does it have any kind of sensor package or anything?
Sensor range medium. That's all I see.
Okay. So-
5 remote sensor arrays for planetary use, but I don't know what that means.
All right. Well, so you have a sensor package and stuff. So it's going to be 2 green and a blue. But it's going to be against 3 purple. And go ahead and roll that. See what
Okay.
happens.
So that boost is from that advantage. Can I help
Oh.
with checking sensors and stuff for another?
Yep. Get another.
All right. Rolling it. 2 success, 2 advantage.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And you were worried
So
about
as-
what would happen on the flight.
Right? If she's sitting there, she's punching in stuff, and you're kind of, since actually the blue, contributed to your success.
I helped. You shake and
You
bake,
did
and I
help.
helped.
You're coming across it, and across your screen identifies as the thing that is interfering with your sensors is iridium. Now, you guys want to know what iridium is?
What?
Does somebody have a knowledge, education, or outer rim check they would care to make? And I will be gladly tell you what iridium is.
Knowledge. Yeah, I do. I do have a knowledge outer rim. I can
There
do
you
that.
go.
Just,
Perfect.
Give me a yellow and a green.
Yellow
two
and
purple.
green. Yellow, green, 2 purple. Here we go. You don't know crap.
So the word sounds familiar. You just can't quite recall what it's for. But it's like that thing that's right at the front of your head. You're like, God, I know that. I know it. What is it? You just can't place it. All right.
I don't think I have
So-
any knowledge, so I can't help. Nope. I know nothing.
Well, I mean, somebody else can, I guess, roll a. I'll let somebody else do a knowledge education, which I guess would be just a straight intelligence. So just give me 2 green. We'll let. As you guys are talking about it, the pilot is like, does that sound familiar?
Still,
Like, I
2
remember
purple?
reading that in a class. Yeah, 2 purple, 2 green. She's like, I remember in a class somewhere. I don't know what it is. And then
One
she
success,
stops
one
and she's like,
advantage.
wait, God, I know what it is. That's the stuff they use to make cloaking devices.
Hmm.
Why is it out here? That's weird.
I don't know, but we could use some for our ship.
The ship's not big enough to house a cloaking device.
I just shrug my shoulders. I don't know. It's all Greek to me.
I'm out of GM juice. Okay. All right. Give me a minute again to sort of reset because we have gotten a hell of a lot farther than we ever have before. So. Okay. So after nearly an hour of search patterns within the target coordinates and only finding more and more asteroids, you begin to lose heart until suddenly the crackling sensors register a large mass of metal up ahead. Carefully navigating your ship towards it, you soon enter a large area within the belt, mysteriously free of asteroids. And your ship gently rocks with the telltale sign of passing through a magnetic shield, clearly keeping the asteroids at bay. Ahead, you spy a massive facility, some kind of space station, but moored into a large asteroid. Even from this distance, you can see carbon scoring and serious damage to the facility as bits of hull plating and other debris from the attacked station float aimlessly nearby. So Nokari kind of looks up and she's like, well, do you want to do a flyby?
Yeah, see if we can pick up anything in our scans.
Okay. So give me computers check, somebody.
I guess.
Against.
Green.
That's all that anybody has. So
Yep.
Yeah.
against 2 purple, but due to the fact that you guys have now discovered that there is in fact iridium nearby and that it messes with the sensors, why don't you throw a black in there?
We discovered it. It's hurting us. We should have... See, ignorance is bliss. That's why I know nothing. That's why I have no knowledge skills. Alright, here we go.
Well, see,
Got it.
Huh.
Ha! Ha! 2 success, 2 throw.
Okay. I'm gonna use the 2 threat. And this whole thing is eerie. It's freaking everybody out a little bit. The pilot especially is nervous because this looks like there's been a recent blaster, kind of fight stuff here. So she's gonna take 2 strain.
Sounds fair.
All right. So what did you learn? Let's see. What do I want to give you? So, again, the reason why she's so nervous is that the damage to the station appears very recent, with most likely within the last hour, and it appears to be damage from sustained turbo laser fire. There is another hulk of metal a half a kilometer away from the mining facility with the silhouette of a ship, but no power signs or life signs. And so that's kind of what you picked up from your flyby sensor scan.
Hmm.
Want to investigate the ship first, or the?
Well, the
or
ship's
mine?
not. Yeah.
I mean, Mercury at this point is very quiet. She's very nervous, so she's just kind of deferring to you guys at this point. You can see her knuckles. Well, I guess if you could see through her hairy knuckles, they would be a little bit white.
I mean, are we able to board the ship if we wanted to?
Do you guys have exosuits?
Well, that's why I'm asking if there's like docking tube or something
Well,
like that.
it's about a half a kilometer away, so you don't know what you know at this point.
Yeah.
You
Well,
may.
Well, I mean, on
Closer.
our ship.
yeah. Let's fly by it real quick and.
Well,
Okay.
if we like, does our ship have a way to dock? Because if not, it's not a whole lot of reason to go after it.
We have a docking port. I mean, so why
Yeah,
shouldn't there-
I mean, right, you guys were going to be able to shuttle back and forth. It stands to reason that you can do something, spacewalk, something. You guys would be able to get to the other ship, so should you choose.
Yeah.
So you guys want to go check it out?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Space station will go anywhere.
Okay. Well, you guys fly up to it. The now dead hulk of a gunship floats silently in front of your viewpoint, with no power or life signs. The ship took one hell of a beating, and you spy a hole blasted clear through it from port to starboard. The computer registers its make and model as an Incom X4 gunship, a recently manufactured gunboat. Imagine that. You spy rudimentary and rather crude markings, pirate symbols, painted on the outside of the hull. Whatever happened to the ship, it appears to have happened at the same time the station was destroyed.
Think we can try to get access to the ship's logs and see if we can find anything.
If that's possible.
I mean,
we could.
there's no power, no nothing. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, back to the space station.
All right, let's go.
okay, just give me 1 minute to get my stuff together here.
So somebody beat us to it.
So
Or the
as
real Dugan's Hand has showed up to put down its imposter.
So, as you're flying away back to the space station, all of a sudden, on your sensor arrays, 3 little blips show up. And you get this broadcast that says, unauthorized personnel in this area, please leave immediately.
Well, we know we're not leaving.
I jump on the comm and like, who's this? Identify yourself. How do we know you're authorized?
I am with the Imperial Navy. You are unauthorized in this area. Please leave or we will be forced to take action.
Well, Slosk, what do you think?
I didn't come all the way sway for nothing.
Probably some TIE fighters or something. Okay. What's your gunner? Can you get some gunnery there?
No.
Nope. Okay. I'm gonna jump in.
If I can't get my hands on it, I'm not much good at it.
Yeah, nobody wants him gunning.
Prepare to intercept our fighters. I'm gonna jump in the gunners. It's dark.
Okay, well, so due to the fact that nobody has bothered to respond back to the TIE fighters, you now see that they are definitely accelerating to full attack speed.
I'm like to get within range, and I'm gonna
And
blast them.
they are at long range.
Yep.
And so let's roll initiative, shall we?
Do it.
Cool or vigilance?
Cool, because we're ready for it.
Yeah. I mean, you could tell that the place got blown to smithereens, so.
Okay, rolling mine. 2 advantage. I'll be going last.
3 green for me.
3. You'll be going before me. Well, I mean, there'll be a PC slot ahead.
So let's. And where is her vigilance? 1 yellow, 2 green.
1 yellow, 2 green. 1 success, 2 advantage. Not too bad.
Okay. And where are these guys? Give me 3 green.
3 green. 1 success, 2 advantage.
Give me 2 more times.
1. 2 success, 4 advantage. Max roll you can get on those suckers. Well, I guess you could get more successes, but they're all filled up. 2 successes, 2 advantage.
Okay, so well that's easy.
Hmm.
It's NPC, NPC, NPC.
They're highly trained.
PC, PC. They are in fact highly trained Imperial officers. All right. Well, so again, they are at long range, so they come.
You're on the guns there, Garner?
Yes.
Alright.
They come.
Well, I'm on one of the guns. You should get in the other gun, even if you're terrible at it. Why not throw some extra shots? 'Cause we got 2 turrets, a dorsal and a ventral
Yeah.
mounted.
Trying to look at what else I might be able to do around here. Because I might be better with computers to try to like help with like sensors and things like that than I am at gunnery. And I'm not good at computers. That's how bad I am at gunnery. It's a single green, so there's
Hey.
probably other things I can do to give. I think giving you boosts and stuff would be better than jumping on the other gun.
You got some leadership.
Nope.
You have no computers. No.
Yeah, I'm pretty much
mechanic?
just gonna
Nope.
try to help target things for you. That's
Can you pilot?
no.
That's why I gave you. That's why I gave you guys a pilot.
I will
Athletic?
just sit
You
at
got
the
athletics?
computer and. Well, I got athletics, but I mean.
Yeah. Okay. So you can
do
do some repairs if we start getting hurt.
Well,
Uh,
until it gets to the mechanics portion, but yes, I can get to the blown up portion of the ship
yeah.
quickly.
I mean,
No, with,
you can
no, it says
yell and
manual
scream
repair.
and hiss at him.
Manual repair is a damage control action using athletics instead of mechanics.
Done.
So it's a 3 purple difficulty check for.
I mean, you can always
better than
sit in
nothing.
and co-pilot too.
Yeah, co-pilot is piloting with two purple difficulty, and for each uncanceled success, you downgrade the difficulty of the next piloting check by 1. But you have like no piloting, right? Like it's just,
Yeah, no.
yeah.
I'm
I'd
I'm
say-
much better trying to target things on the computer for you.
I'd say jump on the turret until we start getting hit, and then you can start effecting repairs. Because at least throwing dice at it might be better than, yeah. Hey man, at least you got a chance. Extra.
True
If
enough.
have nothing else, you can scare them.
All right. So, are you guys ready to do this?
Yep.
Okay.
Ready as we're
So
gonna be.
the ships, I mean, they were a ways off, but these guys are hauling. So as they're come screaming in, you know, on their turn, they're hauling out and straight for you. They're not going to do much else, but they are blasted in straight for you. So they're at this point they are close range to you, which again the range bands change slightly.
Yep.
Close is
Uh,
or basically engage. You can only
close
really
is
shoot.
close is basically engaged, but close range is also could be like from the distance between like the Earth and the Moon. I mean, that could be considered close range. It's a very wide arc. But so they come screeching in. All right.
They're coming from behind us, right?
No, they're coming straight at you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they came. Well, I guess they are coming from behind you because they came in from like where the gunship is.
Yep.
But
That tells Sukri to angle the deflector shields to the rear so we can pump up our defenses.
well, she says screw that, and she's gonna punch it and actually get you guys up to combat speed because at this point you guys are just chugging along. You're doing a slow flyby. So what is the max speed that you have?
The max speed is 3.
Okay. So, yep, she's going to actually jam you up from 1 to 2. So, one of you guys, who's going to keep track of the ship stats?
I've got the sheet printed out. I can do that.
Okay, so she's going to punch it, which will put 2 system strain on the ship to get it up to full speed.
Okay.
Which, as that is actually only a maneuver. So then at that point, as the deflector shields are now angled, but angled forward because she's flipped around and coming back at them.
Nice.
And really, how this works is unless you do gain the advantage, because this isn't static, right? This is kind of a 3D environment. So and this is our first time really doing ship combat, isn't it?
I
No,
mean,
we
you
did it
you did
last
some. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did do a little bit. That's right. So
I did some
guys
without
are,
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did
Without
some
the
without
pilot.
you. So.
Without the pilot. So you guys are juking and jiving, and so unless they specifically try to gain the advantage on you, it's always going to hit your deflector shields. So, Slusk, keep in mind that the deflector shields are now faced forward.
I'm shaded it.
And that is, I guess, her turn. So now I will let you guys go.
Okay. I'll go next. Hey, for my maneuver, I'm going to aim so I can add a boost die to my gunnery check, and I'm going to shoot.
Okay. That would
So give me
be
3 green for
okay,
me, sir.
and it
And a blue.
is. Let me see here. So they're at speed 5, and you're at speed 3. This shit is 2 or more lower than the targeting ship. So, well, what? Woo, that's gonna be 4 purple
Oh.
because the ships are going much faster than you.
Little ties versus a freighter.
And just for the record, these ties are like ties you've
No.
never seen before. They're not
No,
just your
it's
standard.
It's
standard
silhouette.
ties.
Your difficulty is not based off speed; it's based off silhouette.
You're right, it is. Hold on.
So our silhouette is what?
There we go.
4.
Difference in silhouette.
Yeah, our silhouette's 4.
Silhouette 3. Oh, that's the speed advantage and difficulty. That's no, that's for pilot and maneuvers and stuff. I'm sorry. So it is a silhouette 2 more or points smaller than the target. Same or silhouette is 1 or larger or smaller. So you guys are at what are you at? 4?
Yeah, we're still at 4.
So it's 2. 2 purple.
2 purple.
Boom. Well, look at that. Cut it in half. All right. So this is you shooting.
And then... Yeah, okay, but like I said, these are TIE fighters like you've never seen before. They're not just your standard TIE with the 2 wings and the center cockpit. This one has a weird-shaped cockpit, and then on the top of it has the typical solar panel that you see, and then kind of underneath it, out at 2 angles, are 2 more that jut out, and they come out like points.
Huh.
Which is a TIE fighter that your characters have never seen before, but I would hope sci-fi that you are very intimately familiar with what this type of ship is.
All right.
Which
roll.
one is this set of character? Which TIE fighter?
The TIE Phantom.
Oh,
the
okay,
one-
it's from Rogue One? No, not Rogue One.
No.
It's a
This
TIE
is
fighter.
from...
It's not in a movie.
No. This is the one that can cloak.
This is the cloak one. Yeah,
Yeah.
the cloak. I hate those ones.
No, you just hate it when I flute against you on the tabletop.
Yes.
Doesn't everybody?
Exactly why I
I
hate
know.
them.
2 success, 1 threat. You hit him.
You did.
Pew pew pew.
Oh, wait.
Medium laser cannon is 6 damage, so 8.
Okay, armor is 2, so that is 6. So you did 6 damage to him?
Mm-hmm.
So these guys are nice flying in nice tight formation stuff, and you just let loose with a barrage of cannon fire, and one just explodes.
Yeah.
Glass
That's how
cannons,
it's
man.
done.
Glass cannons. That's why I
how
had to.
it's done.
That's why I had to stop flying.
Aren't they? Aren't they always though? All right. Well, Slusk.
Get a maneuver to aim, get a blue. So you get a blue and a green.
You can spend 2 maneuvers for a strain and aim twice.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You get 2 blues.
I'm gonna need to.
Don't worry, you have a fancy pilot that would be able to line up some shots for you.
Sure, why not? Okay, yeah, I'll take 2 strain for that. 2 personal strain. Puts me. Okay, rolling it. I missed. Straight up missed.
Yep. So I mean, you're in this pod, right? But it's not made for Trandoshan.
There it goes.
You're all hunched
Told him
up
this
in
was
there.
going to happen.
All right. So these guys wheel around on you, and they are going to. They are actually going to do some. They are going to. Where did it go? Here we go. This is where it comes into play. They are going to try to gain the advantage on you, which will obviously give them some sort of advantage. So you need to give me a. Let's see, they're going slower than you. This is where the speed comes into play. So you need to give me 1 purple. And it's going to be against 3 green.
1 purple, 3 green. Here we go. Oh look, they hit us.
No, they're just trying to do some
Oh, they're
fancy.
How
Fancy
how
flying.
much? Yeah.
What's that?
How much faster are they going from us?
2 more. They're coming in hot at 5, and you guys are capped at.
yeah. Our
3.
max speed is
Yep.
3.
Yeah.
Pretty slow.
Yeah.
For a ship that made the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs, it's kind of slow.
So yeah, they're coming in. They're coming in hot, and they break up, and they're whizzing all over the place. You guys are having a hard time tracking them, but as they're maneuvering around, they're kind of getting the beat on you.
Yep.
And they're with their maneuver, they're going to do evasive maneuvers. They're going to be a little bit harder to hit, but with their gaining the advantage for them, that offsets that difficulty for them. So, what that is going to do to you is it's going to upgrade the difficulty of the attacks coming in at them.
Of course.
But you guys also have a hot shot pilot. Not really, but that's okay.
She's a human. She's not attractive to me.
She's a boss, actually.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. Even worse.
Even worse. Man, those
Not
Bossons are
so-
real bees.
So she's actually going to. She's not going to try to fly all erratic. She's actually going to not slow it down, but she's going to cut the maneuvers and stuff, and she's just going to try to get in at them, and she's actually just going to try to stay right on the target and follow their maneuvers instead of trying to get real fancy.
She's gonna stay on target.
Yep. So all combat checks are going to upgrade.
Okay.
And then, since she is sitting at the controls too, for an action, she's going to do a. Oh wait, no, never mind. This doesn't have any forward firing stuff, does
Yes,
it?
it does.
Mhm.
Concussion missiles. Concussion missiles.
I know.
Give me-
I was going to suggest you use those.
Okay,
Next
give me
round.
a. Give me
Keep
that's
going.
gunnery, so that's
Yep.
3 green.
Mhm.
But because she's staying on target, it's actually going to be a yellow and 2 green
Okay.
against. What is that? It's going to be 2.
2 perps.
Let it fly.
Let it
Wait,
fly.
hold on. Did you do that yet?
No. No, I totally didn't.
Yeah,
No.
that's fine. Never mind. We're not going to worry about it. I forgot that they were doing evasive maneuvers, but it's kind of a moot point.
Yeah.
So she fires off 2 concussion missiles, but she's too busy trying to stay on target to get a really good aim, and the missiles just kind of go fly by.
That doesn't make any sense. I'm too busy trying to stay on target and aim. Never mind.
Don't ask questions. She's too busy trying to fly and doesn't hit the shoot button at the right time.
She overcorrected.
All right.
All right.
Well, that was a whiff.
Give me another PC.
I'll shoot at him.
Um,
I will spin a maneuver to aim, give me a boost die, and stay on target upgrades. So give me a yellow, 2 green, and a blue versus what? 1 red and 1 purple? Is that right? Bob?
Yes, that is correct.
okay. Rolling it. 1 success. So 7 damage.
Take
Okay.
that.
So
Take
that
that
is-
to the bank and cash it.
That was all full of all kinds of stuff. That roll.
I know. Everything canceled out except that last little success.
Yep. So you let out a barrage of blaster fire. You score several hits. Ship is looking pretty harried, but it's still there, still in the fight, still flying.
All right. Well, is it PC slot?
Yes.
Gonna take 2 more strain. My check gets upgraded, so it'll be green to yellow.
Yep.
And
And their
Got
check
one
is. Yep.
1.
There you go.
Okay. Gonna shoot at the ship that we just winged because I don't plan on doing.
No,
whole
they're
lot of
flying
damage.
together. They're flying together as a group.
Oh, they're okay. So it's a
Yeah.
cluster of minion ships. Got it.
Yep.
Spending a pip to upgrade, which gives me another green. Going for it, and I missed again. The force ain't with me. The force ain't with me. Look at all those positive dice.
Just stick to
Look at those
cutting
blanks.
things with your claws or your axe.
I tried.
We could
Um,
install a giant robot arm on the ship.
I tried. I tried.
What would you like to do
I'm
with your
passing-
advantage?
Give a boost die
passing
to
the boost?
Nukri.
That's all I was
Great.
trying to do in the first place. But somebody told me to get on a gun, and I owe him a life debt, so I did.
Well, what else are you gonna do?
Try
We're
to
not
help
damaged
target
yet.
things with the computer.
Okay.
At least I got 2 green then.
All right.
Really?
Well, so you do scatter them a little bit with your
Slightly
laser
less
fire,
awful.
so they're not flying as in nice tight formation. So there is that. So you'll be able to line up a better shot next time. No Grigos or God, whatever. What's their freaking name? Nukri.
hmm
Yeah, Nukri. But it is our TIE Phantom buddies' turns to go. So they're zipping around. They're going to just unload a shot at you. So give me a 2 green, 1 yellow gunnery check. They're just going to open up some fire on you.
Any difficulty?
And because
Well,
even though
there's obviously difficulty.
even though they're doing evasive maneuvers, they get to ignore that because they did gain the advantage on you. And so that's going to be 2 purple.
2 perps.
But because they have the advantage, actually they're now behind you. So with the shields all forward facing, they're actually now being able to shoot and target at the unshielded part of your ship because they have the advantage.
I remember somebody saying to
No
angle them
setback.
backwards. Nukri.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't matter which.
No,
where
no,
they're
we-
They're angled backwards, and now they're
No.
attacking the front of the ship.
They can
No, no,
position
no, no,
themselves
it's-
like they want.
Semantics.
Yes, it is.
All right, is that it? That's the pool.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Okay. Those jerks.
Yep. So they unleash a barrage of blaster fire for 8 damage.
Armored 3. All right.
And with that threat, I'm just going to say that they're going to get somebody's going to get a boost die against them because they're now having to target a little more carefully. They're being a little more careful, so they're not quite being as erratic.
All right.
And I do believe to stay on target until the end of the pilot's next turn, so she can go and do something, or she can go at the very
No,
end
she will
of
go at the ends.
Yes, that's what I'm. Okay. Who's next?
She'll go last. Mr. Shooty Shooty, you wanna go? You got 2
Sure.
blues if you go, so that's why I'm
Yeah, why not?
saying it's probably good.
Keep-
And they no
Yeah.
longer have evasive maneuvers either, so the attack does not get upgraded.
All right.
The defense, I
Roll.
mean.
So what do we? Is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
Here we go. Bam! Patow!
And what's your damage?
Damage 6.
6 plus 3, 9.
9.
Oftentimes,
So that
Told.
is.
legend has it.
Yep. Okay. So again, you unleash a nice barrage of blaster, and you just rip right through the cockpit of one of them, and it explodes in a fire. But then, as you're coming around, and you're just still, you pepper the other one with some shots, and it takes some pretty good hits on it. And it's definitely wounded, and it is now Slusk's turn.
All right, we're gonna finish it off. I am not gonna spend 2 more strain because it hasn't worked yet. So why bother?
You still get
Mhm.
1 yellow. Yeah.
But not 1 green. It just upgrades 1. All right, hoping for some purple blanks. Yay! I hit him.
You got it.
I hit him. I hit him. 7 damage.
So, Slusk, being the bruiser stuff that you are, and honestly barely understanding what end of the blaster to hold, let alone a complicated gunnery system, how do you manage to take out one of the Imperial aces?
Well, I figure if I want to be on the other end of the hot
called
stuff that comes
accuracy
out,
through
I
volume.
want them to be on this end that the hot stuff comes out of. And so
Just gonna
it's blah
hold
blah
on
blah
to
blah
the
blah
trigger.
blah blah blah.
So you're going for quantity, not quality.
Yep.
Yeah.
So basically, his wingman exploding threw him off course and brought him right into.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even like
Cone of fire.
target him. It's just the guy tried to evade.
So you
Uh,
fend it.
Sure. He evaded Garner's blast and then flew right into my own because he was like, "I'll just go to the other side of the ship. That guy can't shoot." Boom.
Uh,
All right. Okay, well, so, though, before you have a moment to rest, your sensors start bleeping wildly as you stare out the viewport to see a massive battle cruiser, the size of a small frigate, materialize off the port bow. Its hull still crackling with the telltale reflected light of a cloaking device. You spy stout defensive armament across the hull, which is bristling with retractable gun emplacements and painted with a vicious pirate sigil. You immediately recognize the ship as the one and only Dugan's Hand, the real pirate ship, right out of the archival records. Your small freighter shudders and shakes as you feel the pull of the tractor beam. The Dark Raider is pulled strongly towards the large ship. Blurring over the comms, you hear a deep voice cry, "Yarg, mateys, avast, ye booty is soon to be plundered. Yarg, avast, yarg, yar." Error. Syscom subroutine 17B error. You stare at your companions in confusion and fear and notice the comm channel is still open.
hello. Is somebody there?
I be the captain of the open seas. Yarg, avast me hearties. Error, walk through stars and sit on flower fences. Face the might of the Dugan's hand and face ye your doom.
Just hit Alt F4 for me real quick, sir.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys take a quick minute to collect your thoughts. I gotta jump off real quick. I'll be right back.
It's called a bio break.
I will.
Somebody
I
gotta
will
pay.
do that too, real quick.
Might as well. I'm a man. I can wait another hour. Or so, whatever. However long we're going. That's just gonna make him need to go again. It's a rookie move. I'm thinking they're not actually pirates. I mean, I don't know what my character thinks about it. I don't have any, like, knowledge in that kind of stuff, but it sounds kind of robotic to me. As a player. I need to recover some strain, though. Getting stressed out. 4 out of 12. I haven't been using my advantage to recover it, and I need to do that. I need to get on the ground where I can smash things and cut things open. Weird. A little weird. A little weird. I think we get down to the station, though. I don't think we want to go toe-to-toe with this thing, this frigate. Even Slusk knows that. I'm all for a fight, but fight on the grounds.
What's up?
What's going down? So I'm thinking we don't want to fight this frigate.
Well, we're kind of stuck in the tractor beam, so what are our options, really?
Yeah, we get on board with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
try messing with your mic a little bit. It's getting a lot of fuzziness.
How about now?
No, still bad. And I'm gonna mute it for the stream real quick until it could be Todd's. Don't have a way of isolating it. Here, try muting your mic. Yeah, it all went away. It's gotta be yours. I don't know. Sometimes I had a mic before this one. I had to give it a little tap-tap-aroo sometimes. Sometimes just a little quick unplug, plug in. It's not a lot of... Whoop! Well, that was error. We back on? Unmute, see if that fixed it. Are you unmuted?
Whew, okay, I'm back.
And we're messing with Gil's mic here.
That's cool. Let me know when I'm gonna.
If you unplugged it to try to troubleshoot it, I would recommend plugging it back in. Oh. I did hear you, I think. You just sounded far away. No, now nothing. When you went in nice and close, I heard you, but... No. Nada. Can you hear us? Oh, I just heard, now I can hear you, but you sounded like you were over there. But I see you right next to the mic. That's weird. It's like your sensitivity got knocked down or something. Nope, nothing. You're giving Todd time to prepare. We don't need this. I see him getting a second headset. Did it unplug? Swishing. Oh, isn't that cute? Nothing.
Stand by.
Oh, hey! We did stood by and it worked out. I don't know what happened with that other one. Did you unplug it, or what all did you try doing with it before it crapped out?
Yeah, I tried unplugging it, plugging it back in,
Oh.
blowing on it.
Yeah, it was weird. It was just really super fuzzy, not really like feedback way. It was just like you're out in the wind or something.
Yeah.
It's weird that it happened like so late into the session.
I don't know. It's my gaming headset. My daughter likes to take it away and swing it around and abuse it. So it's probably seen better days.
You gotta introduce her to the cheap one.
Yeah.
That's what you let the kiddos play with.
Well, she always finds stuff that I'm interested in. Make sure she gives it her attention.
Ready there, GM?
Yep.
All right.
You guys ready?
Yep.
So, now,
I don't have any ion weapons. I'm thinking we
reset.
need some.
Why ever do you think that?
I mean, it's
No.
just an idea.
So, again,
I get on the comm and I'm just like 404 crew not found.
and then you just hear this mechanical cackling laughter. And that was the only response.
I say, my dad used to tell me stories about ancient mariners of the sea. I think he mentioned something about what they used to talk like. They usually have some sort of code.
More like guidelines. Alright. Well, I've got a code too, and it's my axe.
And then, are you guys actually saying this to them? Or you just
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
no.
I assume we flicked that off. I had to talk to
Okay,
my wife for a second.
Comm channel has been shut down.
Can I
So what are you guys gonna do?
parlay?
Paw snip. Paw coat.
You tell me. Tell me
That's-
legitimately what you guys want to try to do.
Well, I mean, you said we're in a tractor beam?
You're inside the ship now.
Oh, alright,
It was
well,
tractor beaming you in. So, while we were on break, your ship finished being tractored on, and you are now safely, snug, and secure in the docking bay 94.
safely is probably not the term to use. Just guessing.
Oh, well. It's a matter of perspective.
Alright. Maybe I should put an eye patch on before we go out and try to blend in. I just grab my axe and
Leave?
I mean, there's not much else to do. I mean,
Well,
can we see anything out of the viewport? What do we see out of the cockpit?
I open up the comm channel and say, I demand to speak with the captain, captain to captain, mano e mano.
I believe it's Mono,
the
boss.
captain of the open seas. Yarg, avast me hearties. Error, walk through the stars and sit on the flower fence. Face the might of Dugan's hand and face your doom.
What do you want, Captain?
Your ship is to be plundered. Little Fran sat with a grand eating ortolan. Stewing along came a Gundark and gave her quite a start. So she ate him up, and the grand
So if I
We
look
can
at
give-
the cockpit, what do I see going on out in the hangar bay we're in?
And the machinery appears extremely old, though you notice several new crates, some with powered lights still blinking, have been dragged into various positions in the bay, leaving trails of dust. As you look closer, you can also make out faint traces of footprints in the dust ahead. All you can hear... Oh, never mind, you're not out there yet. Sorry. All you can hear is nothing! Because you're in the ship.
It sounds like they're having some technological difficulties. We may be able to turn this into our favor.
Okay, so, Nuker, keep the engines warm. We're gonna go out and break things.
She gives you a thumbs up, although...
My specialty.
Okay, so as you carefully step into the large cargo bay and feel a crunch underneath your feet, and you make noticeable imprints in 2 or 3 centimeters of dust that cover the floor, and about half of the copious cargo containers and junk which litter the area. It's dimly lit, with most of the lights coming from the docking lamps that surround the bay door to your ship. A soft blue glow that seems to come from a hollow terminal at the far side of the bay, and the baleful red emanating from the active laser security grids that seem to block off almost every exit. Now, what you gonna do? What you gonna do with all that junk? Wait, sorry.
So there's lasers blocking the entry or exits to other parts of the ship,
That is correct, sir.
but there's crates outside the ship. I want to go see what's in some of the crates just to have a look around.
Okay. Well, as you do that, hold on a second. No, find out where that. Give me a perception check against 2 green.
2 greens, I get extra greens.
Sorry.
Purples. Gotcha.
Yes.
All right.
That's what happens when you don't print it in color.
Success, triumph, and a threat.
All right.
Hmm.
If you can't think of anything, I have a suggestion.
I mean, other than there being something super awesome in the trunk or the crates or whatever, what's your suggestion?
So as you step out into the docking bay, there's piles of garbage everywhere, and crouched behind the crates to the north and the south, about medium range, long range from each other, are 3 clumps of droids. So the total of 6 droids in there. They look like they're trying to hide, but it looks like at the angle that they're like hiding from each other, but they're standing in plain view of you. You can clearly see that these droids are trying to hunker down and hide from somewhere, but it's definitely not you.
Hmm.
And
Alright.
they, from where you are, they are a long, medium range from where you are.
I seem to see some droids off farther in the bay.
Okay. I take
They-
notice of the droids. They're positioning towards us. Are
They don't look
Do they have their-
hostile.
they have their flanks toward us, or what? Their backs towards us. They're relative.
I mean, they have the side
Yeah.
sides turned towards you, but it looks like they're actually trying to like hide and stage an ambush. But again, due to Slusk's highly perceptive ability, he spots them easily.
So their ambush tactics are terrible. Okay.
Pretty much. And you can see that they are definitely a ramshackle, slapped together, jury-rigged group of droids. It's not like it's a single type of droid. It's, you got like a protocol arm on one side, and then you got like a battle droid arm on the other side, and like an astromech leg, and
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah, it's kind of like a peg leg because it's all rounded.
Okay.
Well, gonna just be tapping my axe handle on my hand.
And since that wasn't, you did succeed, so you spotted them. But with your triumph, I will also say that you guys will each be able to fully act and do something before they even are able to react to you.
Turn their ambush around. I like it.
Let's do it. Ambush, counter ambush their ambush.
I charge the group.
I take aim with my blaster carbine and start.
Okay. So, you guys can resolve this in any order. So, you want to shoot first and ask questions later?
Yeah, you can
I'll
shoot
shoot
while I'm
first.
running.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always
So,
closing the gap.
they are about a long range from you. So, do you want to move closer and shoot first, or do you just want to flat out shoot first?
What is the range of my blaster carbine? It is medium, so I'm gonna get the medium range. Yep.
Okay. You are more than welcome to. So you're now in medium range. So you now may take a medium range shot, which
What-
should be 2 purple for medium
Yep.
range.
Yep. So just roll that exact. Dice roll
Rolling
right
that
there.
exact pool right there.
Yep. Phew.
Pow pow. And 2 advantage.
Yep. So I deal 9 damage with that carbine.
Well,
There
let
you
me
go.
see here.
Oh, that's 10 total damage. I should say plus 2 advantage.
You do get for 2 advantage. You could get a free maneuver, move up into short range, so it's a little bit easier to shoot him, or you could add a setback.
Or
I'm going
pass a boost.
pass the boost.
Pass the boost. That's just one. You want to do something else with the other one?
No,
You have any
passing
strain to
a
recover?
boost. Passing a boost, I think, is 2. You can give yourself a boost.
Well, you pass
With one
pass a boost
No, I can
to a
pass-
Oh, no,
specific
pass-
person is 2,
It's 2.
but if
Yes,
you're
to the-
passing
to
to
the
the
next-
next guy,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You're right.
so you still got 1. You got any strain or anything to recover?
Or, I mean, you can give them a setback and pass a boost.
Let me see.
Okay. Oh, actually, no.
Nope. I'm going to just.
You can notice a weak point, or something. You can notice something in the room that might be helpful. Like,
I'm just gonna give it. I'm gonna give him a setback to the next check, whatever it is. Yeah, I don't think he'll need a boost.
nah, I'm fine. I got this. All right. Charging in, axe handy, and that's gonna be 2 yellow, 2 green.
Well, now, hold on. You were long range. Can you go from
Like that?
long to
Oh,
short?
I thought you had said medium when you were describing everything. Probably not.
You could take some strain.
Yay.
Get an extra maneuver.
That's still only going to get me into a short. Well,
We'll still be able to roll initiative and then go. So you could still get
Yeah.
lucky enough to where you can go first.
Yep. That's true.
So
yeah, I'm going to move, but I'm going to move in such a way that I'm behind the crates, though. As far as like just having some cover.
Okay, yep. That you definitely. I mean, there's
And then-
crates and stuff and garbage scattered everywhere, so you'll
Yeah.
definitely have cover from both groups as you're moving closer.
Alright, so yeah, I'll go ahead and spend 2 strain.
Did I kill any of the droids
Sure.
with my shots? Or no?
No,
How many droids are there?
there's a total of 6. There's 2 groups of 3. 1 to the north, 1 to the south.
We did 10 damage. Nobody died.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, that's...
Sorry, hold on. Actually, yeah, 1.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Nope. Yep.
You sure it sounds better?
Yeah, so you lance out and you totally blast 1, and then they don't even really seem to react. They're just kind of sitting there as Slusk is charged, and they're like, oh, wait, what? Okay, now everybody can roll initiative.
Alright. Roll my cool.
He passed you some boost, too, so you can...
No, because he ended up putting a setback into a check, so that's
Oh, that's
two.
right. Give him
It's
the
2
setback.
advantage.
Okay,
so.
sorry.
Yeah, give me
I got
3 green.
one success, 1 advantage. 3 green coming up. 1 success, 3 advantage.
Okay, give me 1 green and 1 black.
Nothing. Zip.
Okay, so we got a PC. Oh, and give me 1 more green and flat out green.
Nothing. Blank. Boom.
PC and PC. So the group that you have attacked already is the one to the south. Then there's still kind of up to the north. There's another group of 3. And are you just kind of coming in the middle between them, or are you kind of going after one group or the other?
I'll. But
Divide and
they're the
conquer?
same distance. Yeah, we'll
Oh,
divide
yeah.
and conquer because
Okay.
you don't
Yep.
want to be shooting while I'm engaged with them. So yeah,
Yep.
I'll go to the other group.
You
Okay.
sure?
Mm-hmm. Pretty sure.
Okay. Fine, if you
All
really
right.
want to be that way.
That's
Okay,
how
so-
I'll be.
PC gets to go.
All right, I will leap in.
Any
Axe.
noticeable differences between the 2 groups, or they all look like they're part of the same?
They're probably the same.
They're all just kind of grouped together.
I mean,
they're
the
basically
only
gonna
difference
be-
is the ramshackled droids that comprise the group, but nothing.
It does look like they're fighting each other, right?
No.
Okay.
They're definitely together.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
All right, charge in with trusty axe.
Do it. So
Well-
you are at short, so you move into...
Moving into engaged.
Mm-hmm.
I assume there's some kind of negative dice involved.
Uh,
I mean, I'll roll. Just pause this, but
No? Well, I mean, it's a brawl, so it's a melee, so it's a 1 purple.
all right, there we go.
And they don't have... They
I don't
have,
have
one,
that cheat sheet in front of me. So.
They have a 1 defense, so that's going to be a... Yep. And that's it.
Going for it. Ooh. Ooh. There are wires. There are sparks. There are.
Well, first let's do
Lard,
this.
lard.
Hydraulic
How much damage do you do?
We are doing 8 plus 3, 11.
Well, Triumph counts as a success too, right? That's 8
Well, I think they factor that in because if you look at the results,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Never mind, you're
it
right.
adds one.
They do.
I can.
Okay.
No. And then I'll recover a strain with that advantage because I'm
Okay.
getting high on that.
And you
And-
have a triumph.
So that triumph, I'm spending on a crit to take one down just off the top, and I just charge in and just like a golf swing, just run in like Happy Gilmore kind of golf style, and just boom, and just a head flies. And then I followed it up with a couple more hack and slash techniques.
Yeah, so you charge in there and you hew down the 2 droids, right, for your little squad.
Still one left.
Wow.
Then.
Still one left.
All right.
Okay, we have one more PC.
I'm
pretty
going
sure that's you.
to aim and fire.
Aim and fire.
Okay, you're still at medium range, yeah? So that would
Yep.
be 2 and a blue. Or sorry, 2 and a black.
Is that right?
Yeah. Let me check my firearms again, or whatever. 1 yellow, 2 green.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Here we go. You missed. You missed, son. Hey.
Yep. So after you took out that one droid, they got a little hip to your drive there, and they decided to come in, so they kind of ducked behind some boxes. They had a little bit of cover as blaster bolts just went whizzing by. But they are going to turn around and return fire. So that would be that would be 2. Well, 1 yellow, 1 green, because there is one guy missing. Back at Garner.
All right. That's a complete wash.
So they fire back, but I mean, I don't know if their hearts are in it or what, but they're just kind of like pew pew.
Pretty sure they don't have hearts. Just, I mean, I don't know much about mechanics, but all right.
Yep. So I guess the next set to go would be the other pirate droid minions, but as you run in close and you start hacking them down, you do notice that they also have swords. So the remaining pirate droid is going to turn around and he's going to try to hit you with his sword.
I have a melee defense, so I'm adding in the black right now.
Okay, that's going to be 2. Oh, sorry, just 2 green, because there's really nothing left of them. And then 1 purple for the
Purple.
melee. And there you go.
All right, here we go. Oh, 1 success.
Yeah. So you have Ahsoka 5, right?
Yep.
Yep. So this droid.
Just
Takes
like
down-
Donatello onto Razar or whatever, just chang.
That's exactly what happens.
You hit me.
I love
but you didn't
I
hurt
love
me.
that reference.
I know, it's great.
But-
It's a great movie.
As the ting sounds and he's sitting there going, a turbo lifts open on both the north and the south end. So Slusk, this would actually be a little bit behind you, but God, what's your character's name again? Garner. As it opens
Garner.
up, it actually opens up at short range in front of you now. Okay, so he's kind of in between you and the guys that you have been shooting at, but Slusk sent you charging at these guys. You're, I guess, assuming on the north side. These guys actually show up behind you.
What range for me?
It's going to be short
Is it
range
right behind? Okay.
from you. So no, it's not right behind you, but it is short range from you. So they enter the fray, and they just kind of take a quick assessment of what's going on. There's just 1 droid in each of the turbo lifts, but it's a little bit of still ramshackle, but it's still a more hefty looking droid. So give me a 2 yellow against a 1 purple as they take a shot at the Trandoshan
All right.
with
Melee
their
range defense.
blaster carbine. You have range defense?
I
Oh,
do.
your arm. That's right. I
Mhm.
forgot. Came from your armor. Okay.
That's right. Here we go. Ouchie! Ouchie!
Oh no.
I think I'm getting hurt on this one.
Oh my. Oh my. 13.
Well, it's gonna be 8. They take 2 threat, so I mean, I guess it's just
Yeah, well,
something.
so the droid, if the droid could make an expression, which he can't, but somehow you get the sense that he's extremely startled by seeing you there, and he more just did a quick fire more than anything, and so he's definitely taking 2 strain, which actually isn't really strain for him, but that's okay. For that. And then the next one that is short range from you, Gardner. So roll the same. Do you have any defense or anything like that?
Negative.
Okay. So go ahead and roll 2. Yep.
Okay. Oh, 1 success.
That would be 10 damage.
Ouch. I have a soak of 4, so 6.
Yeah, these guys hit.
Yep. So again,
Like they
the
mean.
lasers, the turbo lifts open, and they both just kind of see you. Take a quick second, and they just blast with their carbines there. And now it is 2 PCs.
Okay. Well, I need to close in on these guys. I'm gonna leave the single droid that I got here, because I mean, if he wants to just playing it out on my armor, that's fine. I'm gonna charge the big boy that just hit me.
Okay. So that's again, he's only short range from you. So 1 quick maneuver, and you're there in his face.
That's true. Okay.
However, he is a little bit of a heftier looking droid, so that is going to be a red instead of a purple, and a black, because you can actually see spotty welds for armor just kind of plastered on all over the place. Just 1 red, no purple.
1 single red. Got it. Right. Good with that, I suppose.
Aim. Don't forget you can aim melee weapons.
I gotta take 2 strain for that because I already closed the gap. I'll wait for next turn for that. I'm just debating force point. It's our only one. Well, I'll save it. Here we go. Wash. I run in there, swing and a miss. He just kind of ducks to the side.
Swing and miss with the weapon. Garner, you're up.
I'm going to use a maneuver to take some cover behind some stuff. Get a little bit of range defense here.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to finish what I started with the...
You
I'm
have
going to shoot it.
2 droids left in your small group, right?
Yeah.
I would go after the big boys. They've got more chance of doing damage.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot at him.
Are you shooting at the one that's right by you, or are you shooting at the one that's...
He's within short range, right?
He is.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot back. I'm gonna shoot at him. Yeah.
Okay, so that is a whatever your attack is, plus a red and a black.
All
Okay.
right.
So it's gonna be yellow and 2 greens.
Got it. 2 advantage, but you miss.
How would you like to spend your advantage, good sir?
Add
Let's
some
see.
blacks. Add some blacks.
Yeah, I'm gonna add black to the. Add black to the beefy droid's next check.
Okay, yep. So as he's trying to step out of the turbo shaft, and you're laying down the line of cover to kind of duck back into it, so he's kind of pressed up against there. All right. Well, the next PC that's going to go, I guess, is the squirty little droid that's next to the Trandoshan. He's just going to kind of...
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Since the Trandoshan was engaged with the squirrely droid, shouldn't that have affected the check of the other dude? Or no?
Which other dude?
The guy who shot him. The other droid.
Yeah, actually, it should have.
Yeah. I mean, we're not going to rewind the tape.
No.
but just for future reference. Yeah. No, actually, he did close the gap. No, that was afterwards. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was after. Which should actually have increased the difficulty by 1, I believe.
Yeah. To try
Okay.
to avoid hitting friendlies.
All right.
Future
Yep.
reference.
But this droid, still vibro cutlass in hand, goes running in after the Trandoshan, and it's just like, "Arr!" and takes another swing, which is going to be 2 green.
He's got heart. I'll give him that.
He's a droid. He doesn't have a heart.
All right, rolling it. He actually hits me, but probably not
does.
enough.
It would be 5 damage.
Ah!
So, yeah, he comes running in and he just does a overhand chop and just hits you like square in the head. But the sword just kind of bounces off and he stumbles backwards a couple of steps.
I would
and
like to spend the threat on. I get to perform a free action, and I'll use it to aim on my check.
So free maneuver, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing.
All right. I'll allow it. Okay. So then we have the other PC. We have the other one scant droid down left, who's going to take a shot at Garner. So that's going to be what? That's a medium range, right? Still, because you haven't moved at all. So that's going to be 2 green, but he does have cover, so that's going to be a black. Or sorry, 2 purple. And then whatever he's only also no. There's 2 left, so that's going to be a yellow and a green.
Okay. Ooh.
All right, sorry. That's 7 damage.
Ouch. Soka Force, a 3.
Yep.
And just give me 1 second here.
Ouch.
That's one way to put it.
Give me 1 second here.
I'm not long for this world much longer. I'm not long much more
So-
for this world.
As this one droid is laying
Right.
down a bunch of fire at you and it's hitting you and stuff, he like nails your shoulder, and this is like searing pain that just goes like straight up into your neck, and you almost drop your gun as you're just screaming. You're just like, ow! And it's such an agonizing wound that your brawn and agility checks are going to be increased by 1 difficulty till the end of the round, or until the end of the encounter.
Okay.
All right.
Take note from our other campaign and just jump in the ship and shoot him with the gun.
You know what? I'm gonna get on my comm link, and I'll ask Sukri to back us up with.
Oh,
some
there you go.
heavy-
She's still on the ship.
Yeah.
That's true. I would point out, though, that you guys are awfully close.
Oh,
I'm about to die anyway. I don't
So,
care.
how about this? Give me 1 second here. I mean, because she can see all this going on, that kind of stuff. So she actually pops out, and she enters the fray now because she can see that you guys are getting your asses kicked.
It's not
And so
my
she-
fault. I didn't
she-
make this character.
She actually has. I gave you the option. You could have made 2. She actually has 2 heavy blaster pistols, and she actually turns and wheels towards. Actually, which one of you is more worse for wear?
I'm
Probably
down to
him.
1.
Hey, you should go back aboard the ship or hit a stim pack or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back and grab a turret on the ship. I mean, that goes anyway.
Don't
Apparently.
miss.
Uh,
And there's still. All right. All right. Either of the. I should know that.
yeah.
Hold on. Let me look at this. Okay. So she actually pops out, and she can see that the droid by The
Darn it.
droid by Slusk has actually been scuffed up a little bit. It looks like he's taking some damage, so she's just going to wheel on him. And she is at medium range. So she's actually going to take a step in, use an action, take a step closer, close the gap to get herself into short range. But she also has her 2 massive blaster pistols that she's going to aim. So that's going to be... that is going to be 2 yellow, 1 green, 1 blue for the aim. Oh, and she's going to take 2 strain. Hold on a quick second. And she's going to take 2 strain for the aim. But because she's firing with them both, the difficulty is going to actually be increased, so it's 2 purple for her because she's at short range.
Okay.
Roll it.
Rolling it. Success and a triumph.
Yeah.
She comes in saving the day.
She does.
Yeah.
So both pistols, she lances out with both pistols, and it's one of those like straight out of an action movie. Every shot is hitting, and that droid is just going, and it just crumples into a heap at Slusk's feet, and is just a smoldering wreck. All right.
All right. For the triumph, can she upgrade
well, that
my
was the-
check?
That was the triumph.
That was
she
the
had,
triumph?
It's 2 advantage in order to attack with both weapons.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't roll advantage, so she used the triumph to be able to attack with both weapons.
Oh, okay.
Is it still more difficult, but you still have to have some sort of advantage expenditure to be able to hit with both weapons. Okay, so 1 massive droid, one of the lone droids is down in a heap. The other one is going to go, and he's actually going to turn and face the new threat and fire at the new threat, which at this point is going to be long range from him because he's the one that came up the turbo lift by Garner. And so he's shooting all the way across the docking bay there. So that's going to actually be long range, which is going to be 3 purple. But I do believe that he is kind of being peppered with fire, so he can't get a good clear shot. So that's actually going to be a black on top of that. And let me make sure she doesn't have anything else real quick here. Nope, nothing fancy. And so that is going to be 2 yellow for his attack. Yep, so
Okay.
that roll right there.
Rolling it. And he misses with some threat. Big threat.
Well, I think as he's sitting there firing and trying to aim, and blaster bolts are just firing everywhere, and then he's sitting there, and all of a sudden you just hear this click, 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 and he's still pulling the trigger, but nothing's coming out. And now we're back at the top with a PC. So, again,
I can close in and start whacking, or you can heal.
I was going to say, just to reset the scene real quick, we have Slusk at the north end. There is one of those new droids crumpled in a heap. There's one other droid, the measly little droid's kind of left up by him. And then down at the south end, we have 2 more droids. The measly little droids kind of milling up together. And then you have one of the other droids that's still sitting in the turbo lift. And God, what the hell is her name? Nukri has stepped off the ship, but she's now a little bit closer up to Slusk.
Yeah. Leave me to die. I appreciate it.
Oddly enough, if she had gone after the other droid, she would not have done enough damage to kill him.
Yeah.
Barely, but she wouldn't have done enough.
I'm going.
so
I'll go and pump a stim pack just to keep myself in the fight a little bit longer.
Okay, is this the second stim pack you used?
Yes.
Okay, so that would be.
Well, the stim packs get
Yeah,
5
yeah, yeah.
uses, right? But each one is less effective.
Correct.
Isn't that how they work?
In a 24-hour period. No, in a 24-hour period. And it's actually going to be a maneuver. Oh wait, you have quick draw, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you can quick draw your stim pack.
Yep.
And run up onto the ship.
but it's still a maneuver to administer it to yourself.
Yeah,
So the whole thing can be done though, at least in just one
and
maneuver.
I can still shoot.
Who's your target?
The punk droid that just critted me. So how much do I get back from the second stim pack?
4.
4. So hooray! Now I'm at 5 wounds.
Okay. So he is still at short to you. So that's going to be
Okay.
one.
I'm gonna take some
purple.
strain and give me a boot and aim.
But he is an adversary, so his attack gets increased.
No, I'm talking about
Alright, sweet.
the weak droids, the ones that.
Oh,
Pot shot,
those,
yeah.
oh, the piddly little guys. Okay, sorry.
Yep.
Yep, they have a defense though, so they're still at short range. It's going to be one
Yep.
black, one purple.
And I'm gonna have. What'd you say? My difficulties increased for which rolls?
Yep, for brawn and agility based checks is.
Which
your-
would be
so-
shooting.
Shooting, yeah.
Yep. So it's going to be 2 purple.
Instead of 1 black, yeah. So 2 purple.
No. It's 2 purple and 1 black still because they have defense.
Okay. So wouldn't that be 1 red and 1 black then? If it's an upgrade?
No. So increasing the difficulty adds purple. Upgrading the
Oh,
check
okay.
turns it into a red.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, that looks good. Roll it.
All right. Is it? Those wounds, they're getting to you, man. Bleeding out.
They are. I mean, you've been through a lot, man. So everybody's shocked that you're still on your feet fighting, actually. So, but you can. How do you want to spend it?
You could make them drop their weapon. You could gain +1 melee and range defense until the end of your next turn.
Which adds a setback
Yeah.
to the.
Yeah, I'm
Gives
gonna
everybody
gain
black.
defense because everyone likes to shoot me. So I'm gonna gain 1 range defense. How about that? In
Okay.
addition, so I improved my position a little bit better, or I don't know how that works.
Yeah. Well, and you're.
'Cause I'm already in cover, so
So now you're basically fully covered, which you'd actually get 2 black.
yeah. So somehow with all my shooting, I missed my target, but the heat from my blaster causes some debris to smoke around me, so obscures me more fully, making me harder to hit.
All right, that'll do. There is another PC slot.
All right. I'm gonna take another big swing at the big boy in front of me.
That one's dead.
Oh, that one's dead. How far is the
Yeah,
other
that-
one?
He came up and last turn he tried to whack you on the head with his sword, so he's engaged.
Okay. Well, then he'd be the big droid in front of me, right?
No, he's the
No.
small droid.
It's the small droid still.
Yeah.
So is
Pretty
there
much.
no more big droids?
There's one more, but he's over
There's
by
one.
me.
Yeah.
How far is that?
Long range.
Oh. Well. All right. I'll just whack the piddly guy.
Okay, so it's gonna be 1 purple, 1 black.
All right. Goodbye. Boom. And it's like he wasn't even there.
All right. What are you gonna do with your advantage?
For my advantage, I guess I'm just gonna give specifically Garner a blue.
Okay.
So that's 2, and then I'll recover a strain with the
Okay.
other one.
All right. So we have a NPC going next, which is going to be the other big guy that's down by Gardner. He's watching his buddies and stuff get destroyed, so he's actually going to take a shot at the Trandoshan. But that's long range, so that's going to be 3 purple, and it is going to be 2 yellow.
Okay.
There's the setback though.
Yeah, I got range defense.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
Sorry, I keep forgetting. All right, roll it.
Don't worry, I don't forget that one. Because he's a jerk. And I don't
All
like
right.
him.
That is 11 damage.
Alright. Well, we're both knocking on death's door, aren't we?
Technically, death is 2 times your wound threshold to die.
Alright.
You
we're
just fall
both
unconscious.
knocking on unconsciousness's door, aren't we?
Yeah, unconscious is just as good as death, especially with marauding droids. That's what they'll do to us.
Do you have any stim packs there, Slusk?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So now we have a PC, which would, I guess, leave the pilot.
Blah, blah, blah.
She's at medium range of all of the remaining enemies, so she's going to kind of go running up to short range, take a little bit of a stance. She's going to whip out both of her blaster pistols. She's going to aim them again, and that's going to be let me see. It is going to be 2 yellow, 1 green against 2 purple, because she's going to be firing with both of them at the massive droid there that's still stuck in the turbo lift.
Mhm.
And no blue. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, because you gave
said
that
you,
to...
Well, no, you said
did
she
aim.
aimed.
Oh, that's right, she did aim. Sorry. Trying to bounce too many things. All right,
Yeah, I'm building it as you talk. Is that it?
let's do it. Yep.
2 success and a threat.
Oh, shit, no, one of those should have been a red. Okay, well, that is 7, 8, 9 damage. Yep. 9 damage. Soak is that much, so he takes that much damage. And she's going to just take a strain because she's a pilot. She's not used to this close quarters combat stuff, so she's freaking out a little bit. Okay. So we have 2 more PCs to go. No, we don't. We lost another one. So we have 1 more PC to go, which is the other piddly little droids. They're going to go ahead and take a shot at the new charging crazy Bothan lady. They're at short range, so that's going to be 1 purple, and that is going to be 1 yellow, 1 green.
All right.
And let's do it.
I'm doing it. And they hit her. Those
They-
jerks. Don't
they
shoot
sure
a
do.
lady.
So that would be 6, 7. Does she have any soak? Yes, she has 2 extra soak. So she has a soak of 3. So she takes 4. Okay. All right, and then just again, as she's getting shot and stuff, she's kind of staggering around a bit, so she's going to take a step back next time she tries to shoot. And we're back at the top of the order.
All right, Garner. Time to.
So the other big
Dang,
droid
yeah.
is down?
No, but he definitely got hit.
Okay. I'm going to try to take out some more small droids, because apparently I'm terrible at shooting. Unless I'm behind a cockpit of a... Unless it's versus TIE fighters, I guess.
Okay, so it's going to be...
I mean, you hit the
Purple
guy
and
with
black?
your blaster in the face. You know?
Yeah, 2 purples and a black. Because it's upgraded, because I'm hurt. A yellow and 2
so
greens.
Yep.
And I'm gonna aim. I'm gonna spend some strain to aim twice. So give me a yellow, 2 green, two blue. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yep.
All right.
Looks good.
Pow!
Hooray! I hit something.
See?
Finally.
You
All
can
right,
do
how
it.
how do you waste the remaining 2 droids?
One stands up to get a better shot at me, and I shoot through him and hit his buddy.
Clean, quick. I like it. Okay, PC. Next, You are at long range Slusk from
I'm gonna
the
be
remaining droid.
taking cover and hitting a stim pack. So, is there like a maneuver to like get like a really good cover or something? Or
It's
Well,
maneuver
it's-
gives you, yeah.
Do you have quick draw?
No.
So it's going to be a maneuver to pull out the stim pack, and it's actually a maneuver to administer the stim pack.
it's fine. I can deal with that part.
So you can downgrade. You can
So I
downgrade your
can't,
action.
Can't move. Yeah.
No.
Downgrade the action.
Yep. So you can, even though you can take strain to do extra maneuvers, you can't do more than 2 maneuvers in a round.
Yeah. Okay. That's.
But you're back in fighting
fine.
shape, kind of.
That's fine.
Okay. So we have a NPC slot now, and he is going to again take a shot at the crazy charging Bothan lady, and it's going to be
Don't kill our pilot.
two. She hasn't taken oh no, she took a little bit of damage.
Yeah. It's
She is going to be. That's going to be 2 yellow against short range, so that's 1 purple. Roll it.
oh, rolling it. He misses. He misses spectacularly, though.
He does, but she so happens that one of the crates that she was kind of taking cover on was actually an explosive. So as he hits the tank, it goes off, and she just gets laid out flat. She's prone on the ground. Yeah, and that ends his turn. So on her turn, she stands up. And now she's real mad, though. She's growling her Bothan growl, and she's going to take 2 strain so she can actually aim at it. And that's she's going to, again, fire both weapons at this chump. It's going to be 2 yellow, 1 green. It's going to be increase the difficulty, so that's going to be 1. Oh, holy shit! That's going to be 1 purple, and it's going to be 1 red because it actually should have been upgraded this whole time, and 1 black because they have defense. Whoa!
I think the force is with her.
Okay.
Garner. Good with
Roll
that?
it. Yep.
Ciao. Baka. She hits him, and then
She
dies.
hits him. She does hit him, and she's laying into him with her 2 blasters. Right, she's firing off at them, and so she does hit him for.
See, this is why I didn't get involved in combat with that guy. It's
So
where it's-
she's starting to shoot, and then as she's shooting, now one of her guns starts to glow red, and it just explodes.
Ouch.
And back to PC.
Finish him off, man.
That's rather dramatic for 1
Despair.
spare. It just says the
Despair's-
tool or melee weapon the character is using becomes damaged. It doesn't say to get destroyed, explodes in the fireball of death.
I didn't say it was a fireball of death. It explodes. It's damaged. She didn't take any
Okay.
wounds from it.
Okay. You made it sound like it.
I'm taking creative liberties, man.
Something explodes in your
calm-
hand. You're gonna be hurt. I'm just saying.
Just calm down.
Something. Okay, it gets hot and she drops it because it's busted.
No, it explodes. It's damaged.
Fine. It explodes and somehow she doesn't. Anyway. All right. I'm gonna aim at this chump and shoot him.
All right.
Yep, so that's going to actually, again, I keep forgetting to upgrade his attacks, so the attack gets upgraded, so that's going to be a red and a black, because he also has defense.
Yeah, it's gonna be increased difficulty because I'm hurt.
Yep. And just because you were sassing the GM, I'm going to spend a dark side point.
Spend it.
Get 2 red.
Well, I'll spend 1 back because
You can't spend the one that you gain back in the same turn.
Oh, never mind then. But you did. No, wait, no, never mind.
No, I didn't. I've been sitting on a pile of these things.
Yeah, you're right. Fine, roll it. Hiya.
Oh wait, yeah, there's black in there. Okay. All right, going. You missed him, but he got a lot of advantage.
Yep.
Holy crap.
You
All
can
right,
keep
what do you
your-
want to do with all that advantage?
You can keep your range stuff up. You could.
I'm gonna
your
make
range
him
defense.
drop his ranged weapon.
Mhm.
That's fair.
Yep.
Shoot it out of his hands.
Yep.
Okay.
And give I'll recover.
But if you shot something out of his hands, you would think they would hurt.
She didn't gain any damage from the explosion. I'm just gonna start. I'm spending all my dark side points now.
Well,
I'm gonna recover some strain.
I could be really mean. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm not gonna be though. All right. Well, crap. Yep. Okay. So. So wait, yeah, are you just spending it to drop it, or are you going to spend it all to maybe have it damaged? We can be a little bit creative here, because if you make him drop it, he's just going to pick it right back up. But if you want to spend all 4 advantage on it, you can make it to where it adds a 2 setback to his attacks because they would be damaged.
If you want to do that, sure.
It's your advantage.
Well, I'm just looking at the chart, and there's no
Well,
level.
the
for advantage.
charts are suggestions.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
guidelines.
hard and fast rules.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. My break is gun. I'll do that.
Okay, so yeah, you shoot his gun, he drops it, it's damaged. All right, let's see. Yeah, so we're back at the top of the PC order, right? That was Garner, so we have another PC.
Alright, I guess I'll start closing in. I'm not going to get there though. So I'm going to tactfully start moving up behind crates and everything and keep my cover. I'm just going to move one into medium for now.
Okay. You want to do anything with your action?
I have nothing to throw at him, so no.
Okay.
I'd miss
Throw
him if I did.
Throw
I'm not
it
throwing
out.
my axe. Not throwing my axe.
Could grab one of those vibro cutlasses and throw that at him.
That baby belongs in my hand. Well, I'd miss him anyway. I got 1 agility.
He's terrible.
All right. Well, so we have a NPC's turn to go. So he's going to pick up his rifle and he's going to look at it. And this thing is just mangled. It's got a little bit of juice in it, but not a whole hell of a lot it can do. So he is going to, though, he was very upset about the state of his weapon. So he's going to shoot at Garner, but that's going to now be. Actually,
2 blacks.
no. Would you rather have 2 blacks or upgrade the difficulty? Make it a red.
Make it a red.
Okay, we'll do that instead. So it's going to be 2 yellow against a red.
2 yellow against red.
Wait, he's still fully covered, so add 2 black.
2 black.
Roll it.
We're rolling it. Man. There's been, in this one fight, there's been a bunch of triumphs and despairs.
But he did fail. So as he's trying to shoot his gun, like I said, his gun is mangled and it's bent, so he's not even shooting straight. But he did again hit a barrel that was starting to sizzle and fizzle and it explodes, and Garner gets knocked down.
But he'll get up
Okay.
again. Ain't never gonna keep him down.
Well, I'll just stay on the
gets
ground.
knocked-
I'm
he gets
shooting. I'm
gets
shooting.
knocked
I don't care.
Just
Stay on the
shoot-
ground. I'm
just shoot from
shooting
prone.
the ground.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It adds a setback die when somebody's shooting at you. All right, so we have a PC, but she only has 1 weapon, but she is going to take 2 strain to double aim. So that's going to be a 2 yellow, a green, 2 blue, and a red and a black. And hopefully we can just end this jump.
1 red, 1 black.
1 red, 1 black.
Going for it. Oh, yeah.
Pew, pew, pew.
Black owl.
Ooh. So she lets loose with a whole barrage of fire, and he's smoking, and he has holes, and he's starting to come apart, but he is still fighting. And PC turn.
Are you gonna do the honors? Or you want me to?
I'll shoot him.
Oh shoot! Knock me down, huh? Let's look down that scope.
I'll take the strain and aim twice.
Okay, it's
Yeah, you
against
will.
a red and a black. No, yes, red and a black. He's short range.
Yep.
Is that all right?
Yep. Sure.
Alright.
Oh.
Bloom. But
All right, you blow him apart. It comes to pieces finally.
Finally.
the cinematic liberty of that part.
That's Gil's job.
What?
And it's your how do you blow apart this nemesis that you seem to have developed?
A hatred for.
This foe.
Well, he knocked me down on the ground, so I'm on the prone, and I'm kind of pieing out the corner of the crate, and I shoot him in the knee, and he falls forward, and as I'm just letting loose a burst of both, blast rounds, and shoot him in the knee, he falls forward, and he gets hit in the face a couple times as he's on the ground, and his head rolls off.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Knock
So?
me down, I'll knock you down too.
Thus ends the
First episode?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I mean, there's like 30 seconds left of this. So, I'm just going to say you make your way up to the bridge after over the loudspeakers, the crazy pirate comes on and says, "Arr, you begotten me. Come to the bridge." And so you show up to the bridge, and the large bridge is meticulously clean in stark contrast to the rest of the ship and appears to be in good repair, fully powered up. Still, you see no sign of life anywhere until you reach the captain's chair. The desiccated, near-mummified corpse of a massive Toph dressed in expensive finery sits helplessly in a chair, its head held proud. A fancy sword still sits in a scabbard at his belt, next to an old blaster. The long-dead pirate, Dugan, seems to stare at you with gruff silence. A few meters away, the only figure on the bridge is what looks like an ancient protocol droid, unmoving but with lights in its photoreceptors. About a dozen cables snake their way from the back of the head across the floor and into the main computer. As you approach, a familiar voice broadcasts over the comm. "Avast me, hearties, ye have defeated me in honorable combat. 'Tis up to ye. What will it be? Stop. Command. Error. Protocol's corrupted. Yo ho ho, a pirate's life for me." The voice trails off as you stare at your companions, who share concerned looks. From there, it would be your job to figure out how to get the ship back to the people that hired you to come find it and all that blah, blah, blah garbage.
Cool.
But that's the end of the
Blah,
module.
blah, garbage.
So we actually finished the module in one sitting?
We finished the module in one sitting.
It's because we
Okay.
massacred some dudes. Take no
And
prisoners.
almost
Well,
paid the iron price for it.
But we
Almost.
didn't. Nobody died.
Yeah.
It's very
One
hard-
away, though.
It's very hard to kill somebody in this game. It's
Right.
it's double your wound threshold in order to truly kill somebody.
Yes, but if we all got knocked out, I mean, it's...
Well, I mean, and the sad, I don't know, sad thing or whatever, but since this module is actually made to be played at like convention, so there's actually 6 people that are supposed to be playing this, so there's a Kraken that's actually supposed to pop up out of the grates and stuff that you guys have to battle, but after some of those solid shots and stuff, that would just be really dickish to throw that in there.
Yeah.
But there we
All
go.
right. Well, sweet. We finally made it through there.
Finally. Now I can move on to something else.
All right. Well, cool. Sweet. Awesome job. It was fun to get back into it. I miss this.
Yeah. I miss it too. But I also forgot how frantic it is to be GM.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart.
No, next time I need to make character cards and that kind of stuff so I can keep track of all this kind of stuff better.
Very useful. I started doing the same thing towards the end of the campaign.
Yeah.
All right. Well, awesome. So that is that. I think, are we looking at the next time being the 25th or 24th?
Sure.
That sound good for everybody?
Is that the not next week but the week after?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Sure. Am I doing this again?
If you got something else that you want to run, sure.
I mean, I have tons of modules that I would love to run, but if you wanted to run a one shot or something, Jeff,
I mean,
Or-
it doesn't matter to me.
or Gil, I guess if either of you want to run a one shot, you're more than welcome to. But if not, then I'll gladly.
I'm alternating campaigns every week, so next week I'm DMing a D&D campaign, so I'd rather reserve my creative energies for the DMing of that.
All good. All good.
No problem.
We got it covered.
I'm
Okay.
sure you guys can figure it out.
Actually, I might have to do a little extra work because some of these other ones here are actually like multi-part, unless you guys are fine with that. But I haven't read any of these, so I'll have to do that.
I mean, I don't mind if they take more than one session. I kind of
I don't
plan
mind
on
either.
it because we usually don't have enough time to finish stuff in one go. So
Well, there's one module that I really want to run, but you kind of have to have a larger party for it.
yeah. Okay. Well. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Todd. We'll figure out what we want to do.
Sounds good.
All right.
It's
All right,
past my
everybody. Well,
bedtime.
thanks for joining us. We'll catch you guys next time for some more Star Wars Edge of the Empire or other Age of
Oh,
Rebellion.
I do have an Age of Rebellion.
Yeah, Force and Destiny. We could go either way with it. But anyways, we'll do some more Star Wars in a couple weeks. So we will catch you guys then. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you around next time.
Good night.
I'm so tired.
It's 2 there, isn't it?
No, I'm on the West Coast.
Are you? Weren't you in Georgia or did you move?
I was in Georgia for